Pembury House, Menshia Traffic Lights. Monfre 0277 40 44 88. Website www.ejabajiwari.com and email info@ejabajiwari.com. Ejabajiwari. A good day, Papa Fee, no.
Me dofopa. Me paucho. By Grace Hospital. E won sem kakra bi bisawo. Da bay pa na ope brese. Ena dia menyare o nanso me ko hospital me koye check up me pese me hu se dia me nipadua no akwa internal organs no esi ye adwuma me pese me hu na hoden se dia tie me brebo me kidney eye wo sa cholesterol dodo ewo me mu me genotype se me ye AA me ye AS me blood group me full blood count ehia pa se ye periodic medical check up. Ye check up na no na bibi sie ya ye hu ne ntam ye timi ye bibi fa ho. By Grace Hospital e lab facility ai de hwehwemu ahodo pii ye hwe wanim so be ba be ye hwehwemu se be ya wo be hunu wapomudin gina bre oni ye nkasa wo 0244 97 68 05 bio 0244 97 68 05.
Makuma sana simo ayeye nyunyo minyakupo yemelino sona misakeyo eratimo
Easter praise Easter praise.
Let everything that has breath praise the Lord. Praise ye the Lord. Psalm 150.
Tresem say mumma adie humi nyina enyi nyame aye.
Parish Youth Council, All Saint Catholic Church, and you take of Masaka Bomu BMO. A few way dear, a bay kikim.
Yes, Adjunto Fokuku Dama Eba Jumedie Yasibiye, Minister Benedict Blestak, Pastor Jojo Ahin, and Afe, PSCS staff, Ebasu Edakwesiada, E Proposed Da Etosu Dumienu, Ewa All Saint Catholic Church, Wafantinebra Santasi.
Sponsors, Event Dictator Dome, Ewa Patas Edwina Sequenso, Gospel Ambassador Church in Chenwa.
And Afe, Grow Fine Herbal Tonic. Grow Fine makes you grow fine.
Easter praise.
Hallelujah, it's our song.
Easter praise.
Yeah, baby.
Mema etiefo nyina akwaba ba Amuzu Herbal Clinic na midiedrobia ba yefre no Amuzu P Herbal Mixture eyedura ebua ima eni mema nyina na oba pampa no ohye efi na seba no obehia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba insio basa egu no ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba bi a otiemie na se ne hene pa di ono so insawansawa agi na kosokuma boso ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba otiemie anedwun so no pampan pa no ohye edi akireba ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture minka se adwun so bia ensensuo ba se odwun so na se ne color no eni e darkish more yellowish na pampan no ohye omu a ekire me se ekekaye eya ba odwun so no mu edi pa Amuzu P na no mu e die na chika sei anase hunam na ya ono so nkopa Amuzu P nonom bema so a otiemia odwun so emu papa ye ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture bema bu ha odwun so wie na bi akam wo behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture dwun so ade dwun so a oti de kakra se ogun nsuo na se ya nko a na oti a uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture ensese bema dwun so na moja di akireba enti bema odwun so na dwun so moja di akire no kopa Amuzu P no mu na sa ni na mfiri ho bema na dwun so ebon kan uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture obi se doc eya na nsuo totoro efri bema na oba se bi chim kakra na abegu ano white uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture insawa agi bema na aboso uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture se ba se uhwe aba no emu ya uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture obi se doctor mehwe ano anhono mesrew enye hwewa ahono nyina na yankwe baba so muati mo hwewa ahono enti bema ne hwewa ahono onko pa Amuzu P no nyina twetwe nko obi said doctor me dware wi ana me hu nyina ya me hene ase ahwi apia gu me so be ma wo sa ha nyina no obehia amuzu pi heba me sha doctor amuzu we bijun so wi a na se jun so ni bi tama yase the same amuzu pi no ene ese edi se adwuma no wo pedoduo na atu dia e wo heba shop biara mo e wo pharmacy drugstore any herbal shop biara bi wo ho se dodo pa na opetu dia no abayaso ye na otafun hia so amuzu junction be moro market no tafun hia so amuzu junction be moro market so Kumasi no akodani herbal misi herbal pedan ko mu tu bi senton bi akra mu nko kan shi draglem mu bi sana na buwache kens work repash na tinatet opa amuzu piuse mi se bia frame na 0247 776743 0247 776743 Amuzu P Heba Mesha Mauji Hiochalo
Otec 102.9 FM, the pride of Ashanti.
102.9 Otec Sports. 102.9 Otec Sports.
Say your day Royal Sports bro and a Thursday and a day number 19 of March 2026. Yanimo say share be media. Ya good mun say my boa no na nwumre. Ya say share dey ba na as an Champions League coverage into Tuesday and Wednesday nyina no yantumi anya extended versions of yen program yi nemo me na dia kwanda ho. Enti ye bebiem no ndu ni asori so amakwan na afei Councillor Ejakun Abesum. Your stories be briade by Bekwaman on it first. Na numera me no kase Conference League and Europa League matches ahodo ni bi koso a ebono wotwe so bi so besan koso. Eno achi nyame admo tena Man United ewo the Vitality Stadium omo any Bournemouth na ebo nim say tena holiday organa ha ti wotena ye be rest ye ma adwuma. Sunday and I'm besati and cabin after in there. Entino, the other kind you say, remember updates. I was I see no dear Michael Carrick, any Andoni Iraola, or Modia Tuja ahead of that big game. Nina Ebiti near how an city. Ananwada and a calf, Edibe Tuja say, or more appeals committee international, or more Ajia to say, AFCON trophy at Senegal for Giano. Wamo aje e de free omunsem e kwa koma Morocco just say I ain't same bebre. I'm for P and the reactions about found former disciplinary committee chairman of CAF or say I'm Uriah George Oponwia. Ono ye the only African Ballon d'Or winner. We are seeing now world best footballer. Africa in obi anyi bi da just ono kwa. After 1995. I mean, after football, I was right into politics. And the apex of politics, and they say, Oberaiza Babaye, the president of Omaimbi. And I mean, at football or achieve Drusro, and in politics or achieve Drusro, or the Nanua Tumbi, and someone upon we are Akani and Nebehe, na Yadi Hunkomo Jumadi. So, generally, also, what doing China saying, EFA, the decision say, CAF, so much strip Senegal off the AFCON trophy Amudiama Morocco. Is Morocco a champion? Is Morocco Krumwa? Omo ba ben pon e raise flags e Germany because AFCON no. Omo aje after 90 plus 2 months. Yeah, rehosem. A lot of the stories we feel about showing now so na ye di hu nkomo. Unim say after FA Cup no say league no switch attention to Premier League, and on Sunday Asante Kotoko host to cross city rivals ɛno ɛyɛ bobo kwai from Nations FC akense na ɛba so baba yara stadium ne nyinaa ho nkɔmɔ nsɛm bebree anaa no board for no ɛkɔ hɔ kyerɛ kɔtɔkɔ training grounds ɛkɔ sra players ne nyaadeɛ, and then some other stories ɛfa Black Stars anaa no squad ne baa n'akyi ne nsɛm bebree so reactions bebree na aba ne adeɛ nti yɛbɛgye mmerɛ ne ahwɛ nsɛm ba time na hyɛ aseɛ kɔnti mɛpɛ sɛ wala stay ɛbɛyɛ foreign tidbits na ma yɛafiri hɔ yɛwie foreign news presentation a Kofila B says Scandi a wa di Monza be joining me wa show no so na afei yɛahyɛ nkɔmmɔtwetwe no ase na yɛka mo sɛ show no streaming live ɛwɔ yɛ internet platforms no so nyinaa otecfmghana.com, tune in and Facebook, YouTube, any other platforms no so nyinaa. Eugene Maradona behind Newman na or Hama Bibia to my come out. Sikapa Tachira's producer, Yefremi Kanu, Samra Kopim, Nondu, Royal Sports, Mama Yankwaman on Demra.
na ɔmo ɔdo to ase kama sɛ Felix yare no me se saa yare we wan we a etimi didi mu a ewura wankasa obrenim enti betimi asa ya dwene no enti wadama uram ɛwɔ favor natural care na fe Dr. Favor nso no ɔno nso atimi awe kama wodie no ɛyɛ UTI urinary tract infection no obewuram Dr. Favor ona fe no weto ase kama ɛde ama me patro na so ye no ɛwɔ dua se Dr. Paula Junction ɛhɔ ana obewu Dr. Favor ɛsɛm ɔno nso na wɔbɔ sesen ɛwɔ de yɛteɛ ne sɛn ɛyɛ Bola Junction wɔnom no enti besi Dr. Mensa na fe wodeɛ no wafa Kenya sɛ bremu car ofro car na kache driver ne no ananse mate ne sɛ wobesi Bola Junction mebacho Bola Junction wɔnom no osi ya de yɛteɛ ne sɛ obe cross road no o cross road na mema wo number ubusa taxi drivers ni wi a ubusa wo ma wo kɔna no na ofrɛ de yɛteɛ ne sɛ obebusa taxi drivers no ɛsɛ ope police phone container no ɔmo de ɔmo ani bɛkyerɛ wo ɛwɔ w'anim hɔ a wokɔ no wofrɛ number wei ama doctor ɛnso ma obi aba abɛhyia wo ɛyɛ 0245 378 245 0245 378 245 ɛno ɛyɛ Favor natural care ɛna na nyimire offer wo ɛsɛm nso obɛba na afe no ɛniɛma ne nyina ɛno nso atimi akoye kama ɛno ɛyɛ Dr. Favor no Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies ɛfrɛfrɛ wɔ na nyimire mebacho odiɛ na nkasa no sɛ ebi a program no ɛna wopɛ sɛ osua sɛ de esi host no odiɛ no nso no de ɛteɛ ne sɛm ɛyɛ yɛ ka ɛno ɛyɛ presentation sports no ɛna wopɛ sɛ woyɛ bia ɔnso obɛba DJ no yɛ kyerɛ wo sɛ de ne nyina ɛno nso ultimate sanso no ana blogging and vlogging ye chiro mo na fe ye ten se vmix I did twa videos awodo a me ba cho mo 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 Facebook eno ana ye di twa ne nyina no mo nso mo ba ma den na fe ne nyina eno nso atimi akoye kama ne nyina aye Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies na ana me de to animo asam obam ya tete kama aka news presentation no ye chiro mo hu kana fe wano wo etesam akona fe bibia so atimi akoye sanso no ana ye ten se market no yebechaw entim se eye TV so dwumadie se eye radio so de anase production works no ana wonsom oya se bia wo tena fie na wa create one kasa podcaster eye Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies na obana fe ni nyina nso no eno nso atimi akwentishe nso ese ode wasi anase SSC certificate no ebeba se wo bi nko ade a na fe waba ode no wo A level liver meba cho hye nso esa won so o qualify uni certificate amobubo so imienu bi na mom no obru emfia duonunum 25 years why adwuma enim ha wa ye ne nipa de nkita ho enim ha wa o ye adwuma pressure ba obetimi agina mu a obetimi aba ne agye wo na afa ya tetew ama won so ba bewura mu kama meba cho de yete ne se what exam tefie twa resource a eno ne ye fe na waiting resource no won so o qualify ubetimi aba school ne be enti Otec from your premises here ya ana school ne so me share run about no so odura ubusa ese mepe Otec from obi anso no ebetimi a kire wo na afi wa ba so ya wa na kyesane ma ne nyina no eno nso atimi akwe numbers ne amie no me ba cho phrases am ne am nkomo 0547 823 005 0547 823 005 Faransa 0243 842 007 0243 842 007 yenyina we so na afi no yentu fantana na de no na afi yenwremo ewo enkrofo ma so enkofa ma na nsam no eno nso ntimi mra de wo no ene se me de wo hyase wo Manchester eno anyimere eno nso etodwa ewo de yete ne se Europa League no ana afi Conference League no Manchester wo do no enso etimi akoso kama enti odie no ene sam o join Facebook no Otec 102.9FM Otec 102.9FM YouTube no eno nso Otec Sports men chance here and free Conference League no na me patcho uram away UEFA Conference League no a the tennisem games awodo no eno nso atimi ahase ama chese baby anso no etimi akoso kama we no playoff round no ena no nso atimi aduro so no de wo no ene se AEK Athens bobo kono enso ene NK South je de abom game no yesi aka ne sema makoma ko ade watwenum 85 minutes ayabo no memfanto ya se NK Sao Jetum no ampo Kanu mienu ama Artense bobo kono ɔmo nso ntimi na mom no first leg no the tennis AK Artense kwawe ɛkɔ ball 4 goals into aggregate score no ɛno nso ɛyɛ 4-2 ɛdema Artense yɛ tiri nyina ɛno nso ntimi de abahyɛ no nso ɛsɛ AK Lananka ɔmo nso atifi ɔmo ne Crystal Palace bobo kono ɛde ahwema game no ɛyɛ 87 minutes ne yabɔ mebacho Lananka bobo kono gye red card game no ɛyɛ 1-1 aggregate score ɛyɛ 1-1 ɛwɔ hɔ enti we no ɛyɛ kakra ɛno nso efiri hɔ ba yɛ kuya no na afei no matoa so ɛwɔ games awodo ano nso ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ conference league no mu a bɛbatwɔ mayenso 5 nso ane side letin ade deɛ tɛ ne sa segma olomo kanso no ɛde abom game no yɛabɔ 86 minutes a memfa nto yɛsɛm ɛyɛ side ne dire mayenso no ɔmo bɔka ne mmienu ama segma olomo kanso no ɔmo nso ntimi na bom hyɛ no nso ɛsa segma olomo ka de 10 against 11 ɛna ɛbɔ game no bɛbatwɔ uram our club panitim ade rock amon some apokane pakuma Fiorentina bobo kono amon some atimiante aggregate score no aye 3-2 adma outside let him ade Fiorentina ya romo 87 minutes enti we no aye Manchester ya shase ntem no uroma de woman say games ne be enso aba shase no nwotwe na mame mfanto yasan Aye games and on some abashase no watching in no aye rival Kanu bobo kono amo betina fe na fe amona side let him at the Samsung Sport at your bomb game no and on some abaso no watching in no oh channel so sa rival Kanu at the 3-1 on aggregate in a ditina fe na fe second leg no and on some atimia to drag kama channel so as a Shakhtar Donetsk kan so no ebe ball at the tia side let him at the lech person na masa game no and on some atimia to drag oh channel so as a Shakhtar some other 3-1 Tenafie na second leg na baso meba transporter park bobo kono eba bo ade atia side let in the AZ Akama game no and some boso ne nyina no the tennis Akama bobo kono ade 2-1 and ekwa away amane nyina some atimi akoya ya de nyina and some atimi ya todwa na Strasbourg timo no so no and some Tenafie wa bramo de no omne rejecta ade be bom game no and some boso no atwehye no so some Strasbourg timo no and some 2-1 and Tenafie ama amane reji kabobo kono and some atimi ya chuma ya de won kamane nyina no and some atimi ya bakama yam kwe no na afe no yenwuram awade atie no and some Europa League no ani mire ya me no kasa no de tennis Manchester be asase ya dada de woman no and so amodi na nkasa no me mfanto yasam aye matches no eno som timi akoso kama na de wo ne sem aye games eno som todwa e wo de tenesem aye Europa League no no me mfanto no se ene ma ne nyina eno som timi akoye na fa bebia nso no eno som timi akoso kama se de me hya ase me kan no me ba cho ye live e wo Facebook no so entim okwa aye Otec 102.9 FM Otec 102.9 YouTube no and on some Otec Sports join it now fe no what promoting no subscribe it to your channel no me ba cho okobane sana lecture so kwa Royal Sports we Kanu no okopelen Kanu na fe no won some na share kama ekobane sana ebebua pa ama show ni nyina no and on some timi go viral ya ne sana lecture sa comments a wudo ni nyina promoting no fe wa ya ade amaye me ba cho ye be redeem wa bra show no and on some timi swama baby anso no eno nsom atimi akoye kama entesana ade de nyina eno nsom ate ye de won koma no eno nsom atimi de abɔ ena nwumere amane nyina no eno nsom atimi akoye kama yentensem na afe no yeni nkoma ewo Europa League no mo na me patcho se de me kan ye esa Europa League no eno nso ma ye interesting fixtures awodo ama baby atimi akoye no de wo mu nie me patcho Europa League no matches no on se ye shebiase eno aye de tie ne se aye 5:45 ho ama Manchester wudo ne nyina no eno nso timi akoso eno nti hyene nso ese club ne didi FC Midland no amo nso ene club ne didi Nottingham Forest de abom game no ya bot 90+1 de woman no ene se Nottingham Forest akwa we ampo kane bienu ama Midland tetim no amo nso timi atikan mu pako aggregate score no aba be gina 2-2 ama game no eno nso aye on anyansam keto kra yankwe ene no afa no memfonto yesa Freiburg bobo kono ache gang gen Kanu ne Kanu makoma konom ama gen kebobo kono ɔmo nsom atimu baako aggregate score no ɛno nsom akwa yɛ de yɛte ne nsɛm ayɛ 5-1 ɛde ama saida ne din ade de yɛte ne sɛ Freiburger yɛte wo nkɔmɔ ne nyina no ɛno nsom ɛtimi de aba yɛnko yɛ no na afei yɛntoɔ so ama de aka bia ɛno nsom ɛntimi mmra mebatwɔ Olympic lɔde ɛbɔbɔ kono ɛna ɔmo twefo ɔmo bo paa o uram ɛwɔ de yɛte ne sɛ Groupama Stadium a Leon tim ne tifie agye red card ama Celta Vigo abɛtwa ɔmo ɛka ne baako ɔmo ntimente aggregate score no ɛyɛ 2-1 ɛde ma Celta Vigo deɛ wɔm ne sɛ ɛbɔ no nwɔtwe a Manchester didi so no ɛno nso timi aba so kama uram ɛwɔ Stadio Olimpico Roma mebacho Roma bobo kono ɛne Bologna ɛna ɛde bɔmama saa game no ɛno nso atimi akɔ so kama aggregate score no ɛno nso ayɛ 1-1 ɛne ɛkyɛsɛ ne nyina ɛno nso atimi aba so yɛ de wɔn kama no ɛtimi de aba kama the same time ayɛ 8 no upiem ɛwɔ Aston Villa mebacho Villa Park no ɔmo bɔ ɛde ɛtia lu bobo kono na deɛ wɔm ne sam ɔmo nso deɛ no Villa bobo kono ɛde 1-0 on aggregate no ɛtena fie na fie second leg no ɛno nsom atimi ato dwama bebi anso no ɛno nsom atimi akoye kama yeka ne nyina no mebacho Porto bobo kono ensom ɛbɔ ade atia klaba letin ade de atia ne sasto gate ne nyina ɛno sa Porto nsom akwawe akɔhyɛ 2-1 ama ne nyina no ɛno nsom akɔse kama enti aggregate score no ɛno nsom ayɛ 2-1 ade ma Porto bobo kono ama kyɛsɛ ne nyina nsom atimi akoye kama na memfanto yɛ sɛ rebɛte sebutim no amo nsom ɛbɔ ade atia saida ne din ade panatana Samani nyina no etimi akwaso kama de wom no ene sapanantran kosa ene omo rom ewo Spain no first leg no omo tena fie ebo beti se bobo kono e kan baako omo nso ntimi ante enti aggregate score no ejina 1-0 ene ma panantran kosa ene beti se tim no enso abeya se omo tena Spain no adwuma ne nyina ebetimi akoye anasa sayankasa na ne ma no nso no eno nso ebetimi akwa ye de won nsam ne nyina eno nso etimi de abakama ye monwura mo na afeye ne nkomo ema kyesede yakabia no eno nso entimi mra na kyese bebi anso no entimi enkoye kama sade ya mekan no be ba twoye live e wo Facebook no so entimi opa o like na fe wa share let kyese wa subscribe to your YouTube channel eno Otec Sports na babua ama show ne nyina eno nso go viral ama bebi anso no eno nso etimi akoye ye ne nkomo na afe no mento so nwuram our stories awudo no mo na mom tonne kaba mesha a free time on scientific kaba and research clinic no me ba cho o matama and ye for stories awudo no eno nso etimi de aba me ba cho na nwumre no o ye bema obema no emu aye se mre sorry ya ne da form sanso no ana wo de no o boss elevate mu pastel na no jetanwe enye so lecture sade ne da down na no aye down flat no o tie ne ye tonne kaba mesha no wadama pebi now the to uta o Fred doctors no now no ma din komo na waka cham sa dokwe wala si say minto donate kribe na metono me fremu a mo be kira me formula ebe ma masan gina me na so na fe enimonyam e wo manim e wo me yire anim no me nsan so atimi aka enti de wo no anesa o ye de nyina ama chese bebi ansom atimi akoye kama donate no boama ama infections awodo no etimi afre ho mu amaye kase abroso no eye tonne keba mesha no ana wadama me kamfori ama sano no mbe ebabua ama de yete ne sa wankasa woni padua no eno nsom atimi atwe kama ma wonso no watimi ayo okay me mfanto woni mo esa tonne no eye mesha of the moment intim onan no wonsa no eye titiriti abanu mbe o gina jawo ya adwuma cha onno mbe sansom ana me mfanto dwa esa de yete ne sa utena wiaso ensom aye adwuma cha anam sa yede pepre hwentia esoro wi sa fom wi sa akekadro akomawre eni nua aka no eni akeka bom de aye de tene se donna kanente no ahoden wo mu pa wono no ma ebeboa ni padua na ma chese de tene se immune system no asa gina ne naso kama ba bia tonton no bia no onsom owura ma na afe no eye donna ka ba me cha no wakwa kwaje wo de enabam no obeba Otec FM ha let chese wa ba betobi wa ha o fa doctors na numbers no na sade me kan no o penkyeremu be obema na ye mre ama sese ma ne srew obema no emo ye se ojo ama oba na me pacho ne kofie wo share match ama ne course wa no o frɛ na sese wode wanuma ye fam kase wone mbasabasa saboma de na fe no o frɛ doctors no formula no ye pekin kran ene de ye u gyina wa gensesa pekin kran ɛyɛ pochiri kra ɛna wode bɛdɛnkyi ɔbaa no ama no ho sɛ yes onyame yɛ ɔdɔ wohyɛ wɔ bere abɔ pɔmpɔle pa kɔfie kɔwu kɔfe kɔnɔbɔ no ɛyɛ donek na numbers ne nie ɛyɛ 0246 727 677 0246 727 677 anaasɛ 0249 208 252 0249 208 252 yɛgyina so no afei no amfei yɛaforo wiemhyɛn nadeɛ no na yɛkɔ stories awodoɔ no wɔ ha mebakyɛ wokae sɛ mede bɛto dwa wɔ ha ɛsɛm awuram ɛwɔ ɔma yɛ ne dire Iran mu a ne kyɛ sɛ ɔmo so no ɔmo sports minister ɛnso de ba bɛto dwa sɛ sɛsɛi na nkasa ɔmo nso consider sɛ World Cup a ɛbɛkɔ so ɛwɔ United States of America no ebi a ɔmo bɛtumi apoli a ɔkyɛ sɛ ɛntɔkɔ asɔre between America ɛna afei Iran ɛna afei deɛ ɛte ne sɛ Israel nso ɛtai America kyɛ no ɛyɛ saa nneɛma no nyinaa ɛno nso ntimi nkɔye ntim ɔmo asɛse situation no ɛsɛ sɛdeɛ nneɛma no bɛyɛ no nyinaa no ɔmo nso bɛtumi apoli out a bɛbatwɛ woram ɛna anwummere ɛwɔ Iran ɔmo football federation na so yɛ a bɛbatwɛ president a ne di ɛde medi touch ɛnɛ wɔde aba bɛto dwa ɛsɛ ɔaso ɔde ɛteɛ ne sɛn obia ɛsɛ Iran so no ɔmo yɛ ntotoyɛ no ye ama kyɛ sɛ deɛ ɛteɛ ne sɛm ɔmo so bɛba World Cup no ama kyɛ sɛ baabi anso atumi akɔyɛ kama ɔmo se nokura nie adeɛ wei nya adeɛ a ɔmo ne FIFA ɛɛba bɛ negotiate ɔmo qualify ɛɛba bɛbɔ nti ne nyina no ɛyɛ deɛ ɛteɛ ne sɛm adwuma ɔmo ba bɛyɛ ama baabi anso atumi akɔyɛ ne mam no bɛbatwɛ owura ne di ɛde meditad yɛ se yɛnka ɛma wɔ bia so ntimi nte ɛsɛm ɔmo ne FIFA nso bɛdi nkɔmmɔ na afei deɛ ɛteɛ ne sɛm ɛyɛ Manchester ɔmo yɛ ne din ɛde Iran so bɛtumi aba no ebi a ɔmo de san games no ɛbɛtumi awuram ɛwɔ ɔmo yɛ ne tiri mɛyi kɔmɔ no afei no ɔmo nso ɛtumi akɔbɔ ne kama ɛno ɛyɛ according to me patro ɛyɛ federation no president ne din ɛde mɛdi taagye na anwummere no owura ne nsɛm ɔde aba bɛto dwa ɛne ɛde nkɔmɔ no nyinaa ɛno nso ɛtumi de abɔn no ama biribi nso ɛtumi akɔe no ɔba bɛbatwɔ ɔhyɛ no afei wɔtumi alaike lectures comments awodoɔ no nyinaa no wɔn nso ɛtumi de aba kama ama biribi nso no ɛno nso atumi akɔyɛ me wura mu wɔ France no ma di nkɔmmɔ ne nya no sɛ France man no ɔwura ne didi de Sean ɛda anwummere yi ɔde mmeranteɛ no maako aduonu nsia ɛde aba bɛto dwa sɛ ɔmo ba bɛbɔ games ahodoɔ ɛde ɛtia Brazil ane Colombia ɛkɔkɔba ne sɛ yi a ɛsɛ ɔmo wankasa no ɛnso ɛtumi ne mi squad a ano ɔhye paa ma biribi nso tumi kɔye enti madama mo a mebatwɔ mo nso mowɔ Facebook no so no aha listen ne da so no owura ne din ade Lucas Chavelia ne din ɛwɔ mo Mark Menyo ne din nso atumi apie mo sanso ana goalkeeper ne de Samba ne din wɔ mo defenders no ɛyɛ Lucas Dinya ne din apie mo Malo Gusto edin wɔ mo Lucas Hernandez ɔne ne nua ne din Teoflos Hernandez ɔmo din apie mo Pierre Kazeye Kalulu ne din wɔ mo sanso na Ibrahim Konate ne din atumi apie mo William Saliba edin wɔ mo ana Fedayo Opamecano Changwe edin so timi wɔ mo entiwei no ɛyɛ defenders a France man no anemi for some games a ɛno nso etimi ato dwa no ɔkɔ midfielders na Eduardo Camavinga edin wɔ mo N'Golo Kante edin wɔ mo Adrien Rabiot edin wɔ mo Aurelien Tchouameni edin apie mo ana Warren Zaïre-Emery edin wɔ mo attackers no ɛyɛ abrante ne din Ari Akluch ne din wɔ mo Ryan Cherki edin apie mo Desiree Due edin wɔ mo Hugo Ekitike edin apie mo kwabena wo yiase no na fe no metimi ahu down no Samson Randall Kolomuane ne din wɔ mo Kylian Mbappé Lotin edin apie mo owura ne din Michael Olise ana fe Marcus Lilian Thuram we no aye owura ne tiri de show no ana na nyimere ono nsom ade 26 man squad no ade ababa to dwa say games a omo ba bebo ade atia Brazil ana fe Colombia ne nyina no aye squad a omo yesem bebi anso betimi akoye na fe no omo nsom aye ne kama ama ne ma ne nyina ano nsom akwaso ye de sansam no ano nsom etimi de ato dwa hwe no nso asa ye bo weekend we games ne wi a Lectures France players ne nyina ensom abewuram awa Clairefontaine na fe no ama gada for some games no ama ne man nyina nsom atimi akoya ye de ne nyina ɛno nsom atimi de atodwa na me pato Manuel Ugarte a player Adema United bobo kono ɛna nyimre yet me gada patra boy no yɛse nane nyɛ kura ɛwɔ United bobo kono mo sansan ɔsɛ Manchester team no asɛsɛ ɔmo mfa no nyɛ tawa na ɔmo de na hyɛ ɔmo se ase enti owura ne de Manuel Ugarte no enkram nsenka ɛne sɛ boy no waka kyerɛ ne reps no ɛsɛ animanimu ya no ɔmo nhyɛaseɛ no afei no ɔmo nso ani di nkɔmmɔ ɛne clubs awodoɔ no hwɛ ɛsɛ ɔmo bɛtumi anya team bi de ama na Leicester sama ne nyina no ɔno owura ne din ɛne Manuel Ugarte no afiri Manchester no akɔ akɔpɛ de yɛtɛ ne sɛ playing time ama ne nyina nso atumi akɔyɛ yɛde sansam no ɛne nso atumi de ato dwa ɛna anyimmerɛ report bi a megada ɛde firi United ɔmo nso akɔre dɔsoɔ nom no ɛɛpa Jude Bellingham ayɛ boy ɔbɔde Madrid bobo kono yɛsɛ Manchester team ne mpanimfoɔ no adwen sɛ boy wei efi England na deɛ te ne sɛ ɔkɔ Spain no ansa n'ani nhyɛ da ne saa enti sɛ ɔmo tumi adi nkɔmmɔ yi a ɔmo bɛtumi de Jude Bellingham asan ba bɛpie mu awɔ England na afei boy no ayɛ adwuma no kama enti deɛ me nse ka ɛne sɛ deɛ te ne sɛ Manchester mpanimfoɔ no ɛnso tete nkɔmmɔ wɔ abera ɔmo sɛ new sporting project a ɔmo nso pɛ so ɔmo hyehyɛ from next season kɔ no owura ne din de Jude Bellingham ne ba ɔbɛplay integral role ɛwɔ saa project no mu ɛno ayɛ kakra na anyimmerɛ me nse ka ɛne ɛde ne nyina ɛba Madrid bɔbɔ kɔ no ɛnso bɛdemande around 150 million euros adi ama Saida ne din ade Manchester for Jude Bellingham ɛno ayɛ kakra na anyimre ɛmpa ane yɛde ne nyina ɛno nso ɛtumi de ato dwa ama bebia nso atumi akoe no na me patro deɛ wɔm ne sɛ Manchester ane Real Madrid yɛso ɔmo nyina mpanimfoɔ abɔ Newcastle United bɔbɔ no ɔmo pono mu sɛ Bruno Guimaraes boy ne ho nsɛm ankasa no ɛno nso tumi te sɛ na deɛ me nse ka ne sɛ United ne deɛ te ne sɛ Madrid nyina ahwɛ sɛ boy no ebi adache bia no ekwan da ho a ombetumi alanche bid ewo sama no mo ade akwa akɔfa Bruno Guimaraes no ama ne nyina nso atumi akɔye kama the same news no mo no ana enkram nsa kan sɛ United nso no owura ne dire Jason Wilcox yɛse papa no ana wadi nkɔmɔ ɛwɔ Newcastle no ne deɛ ɔbɔ player baako team first ɛyɛ Sandro Tonali yɛso obusa ne ho sɛm ansa na Bruno Guimaraes deɛ no ɛno nso tumi aba enti Manchester nso no ahwɛ no mo sɛ between Guimaraes and of Sandro Tonali no ɔmbɛfɔ baako ɛde na ba bɛmia mfimfin wɔ abra ɔmo nso ahwɛ no mo sɛ Casemiro no mɛbakyɛw season ne ɛnte a ɔno nso ɔbɛtumi akɔ ama bebia nso no ɛno nso atumi akɔ yɛ yɛde saa nkɔmɔ no nyina ɛno nso atumi de aba let me patro owura ne tiri Josep Pep Guardiola ɛbɔ adwuma ɛde ama City bɔbɔ kɔ no owura ne sɛ yɛnkam wɔ bia so ntimente as a City level ɔmo wɔ sese no ono wa coach City team na coach a ono otimu say this time no enema perform enti the yetie ne say aya aspect bia of the team no enema nso ojo enti aya say club no etimi tena sana fe no omo nso etimi ya adwuma wa bra omo petrol office ne nkruwa wodo no etimi ya gyegye a eso omo miamiam na fe no aya bibia nso etimi kwaso kama ya de sansam no eno nso etimi de atodwa beba cho City team no ane yese omo nso awuradi anemo aye comfortable lead and one more Elliot Anderson aye midfielder adema Nottingham Forest bobo kono and cram in second and anyumre no and say Guardiola side no me ba chori am in second and some amonso no try no say anye bia 80 million pounds no on betua adema Nottingham Forest for player let him ade Elliot Anderson am boy no aba be rom our Etihad Campus Stadium aye de sansam no and some etibidi atodwa let me pacho Girona head coach and team Adimichia ana yebusa ne se bema ba na we say baby a waduru de ubetumi akochi top team bio ana mechia se ono no kwasam ne se ebi a wo ne top team bio be coachi ana yesese ne City ubetumi akochi because the tie ne se Guardiola no enkomo bi ne namase se sama no owura ne hia ne niam anya obetumi agya yakọ ana afenso ne de tie no ana se City enkomo a omo hwem omo se kasem no ebo omo a yebetumi abane omo ana se yebetumi deduct omo points ekoba ne sa Guardiola no ebetumi agye adwuma no na wo no ekoba ne a ofo wadwuma na obetumi aye meba cho wura ne ti ade mechi ase yenka emwo bia so ntimente ɛsɛ yes ɔno ɔyɛ ready ɛsɛ ɔbɛcoach top team bi ɛte sɛ side ne din ade city na deɛ wɔ mu ne sɛm ɔno wacoach ɛna wɔnyɛ challenges ahodoɔ a sɛsɛ owuram ɛwɔ top team bia no a ɔno nso ɛbɛtumi ayɛ adwuma no ama biribia nso atumi akɔe Arsenal team no yɛsɛ ɔma show interest in Paul Kubasi na sɛ nkurɔfoɔ yi paa deɛ Arsenal ɔpa akɔpɛ Paul Kubasi ɔyɛ boss ani but still Arsenal bɔbɔ no I express interest a ɛno ayɛ kakra na anwumere no ɛno nso ɛtumi aba yɛde ne nyinaa ɛtumi de ato yɛ bad news from Adwere no ɛyɛ table kɔto a wakɔ akɔpra mebatwɛ 1.5 month ɛna table kɔto a sɛsɛ ɔkɔ nkyɛn na hyɛ ne nso ɛsɛ ɔkɔ nkyɛn no ɛyɛ awerɛho sɛm paa games akoto a ɛbɛ mixing ye ɔnsɛ weekend yɛ Madrid ɛne Atletico Madrid bɔ ɛwɔ Bernabeu ɔmo wie a ɔmbɛbɔ Mallorca ɛno ɛyɛ away game ɔmbɛtena fie ɛne Bayern Munchen abɔ Champions League na ɔmo wie a ɔmo san tena fie ɛne Girona abɔ ɛwɔ La Liga no mu ɔmo ne Girona abɔ wie a ɔmbɛto kwan awura mu ɛwɔ Germany akɔbɔ Bayern na ɔmo san ba fie abɛbɔ ɛde ɛtia Kraba ne din ɛde deɛ ɛte ne sɛ Alaves ɔmo wie a Real Betis ɔmbɛkɔ away akɔbɔ Betis na afei ɔmo san kɔ away abɔ Espanyol na ɔmo ne Barca Clasico no ɛno nso atumi ato dwa wei ɛyɛ games a deɛ metie ne sɛm owura ne tiri table kɔtoa nso no ɛbɛtumi amexeɛ ɛnɛ yɛsɛ Andrew Lunin ɛnɛ ne reflexes no abatɛ sɛ wɔkra wobɔ no wayi saa na ɛteɛ ɛda Militao ɛne Jude Bellingham so no ɛnɛ yɛsɛ ɔmo nso ɛyɛ deɛ tie ne sɛ partial training a ɛno nso ɛyɛ kakra ɛba ɛde ama Madrid bɔbɔko no owura ne din ɛde deɛ tie ne sɛ ɛda Militao ɛnɛ training no ɔne na mu kakra aka na mmom no deɛ me nsɛ ka no ɛne sɛ boy no ɔno nso ɛbɛwura mu no afei wahwɛ sɛ ne fitness level no nyina no ɛbɛba kama ama biribia nso no ɛtumi akɔyɛ kama yɛnyina wei so no afei ama no ne nsɛm no yɛmfɛnsi na the boss player ɛne abadwafoɔ ntoa so na mmom no yes Dr. Ray abanti boss hyɛ aseɛ firi wɔ no afei no deɛ aka bia yɛtumi atoa so
akwa ba boko there
legend bia boko
nice one we dey boko yentinsim yankwa
medasi yenchi busia for mutie 102.9 FM wa last ewie ni say ya na busia bema plus yenso aba na dey pomodin komo no e dey atoa so e dey ama mesrew me fidie ni ndana phone ya so fanto Otec 102.9 Otec Royal Sports na yenin komo kakran for ya pomodin ho abusia otevema plus a you ndo makoma 9 Prostavite Edge Drive Little and Dinat capsules. Na asem den say edure purely herbal product. Omo amate yenka ato ye product na no mo fra feedback na positive. Obia encourage e she nkra say doc modro na very good pa. Mo nko so emo dewro na yeso ebenom amamo. Me pa cho oye bema edure we e fe ne Prostavite e ma bi mpa ho. So what the 30 years plus 30 years going na e ma Prostavite capsules empa ho. Reason is say o wade be fe ne prostate sebi ono no wa wode so ba e wona wode no e fe ne uterus no saa nso na obema nso wa wode e fe ne prostate na saa prostate no ono na yi hormones e fe ne testosterone inti ohwe bema sanya skin etie no oba de e different ono ejesa we bema we e yoba bema utie me a unyina no prostate no eye kese unya 25 years going na a female prostate asate se eye kese nti every year be increase by size every year be nti over clock 40 over clock 45 to 50 no na afejun so no enkoye reason is say o prostate eye kese no adibo e for na bladder prostate no so emia o bladder no eye se bi bola chance ya na junso twa wo ni pediem bladder no to tube bi na connect I fan urethra because of say bladder no enya comfortable position na online no na obre no na affect urethra no that is why say o pass out urina ubo se na mu apai mienu anasa o gisa wo chim external force bi ansa na Johnson aba me pache the moment aba Johnson na wo sa wo chim bia na hu se how e honom yanwonso enchem yanwonso emamu pai mienu yanwonso tentem bebre yanjonso enkwatena se enchana jonso enkaye yanjonso ne yemfilise ebi akem so unya sa feelings ibia and unya sa symptoms ibia hwehwe Prostavite capsules yen come on se enchema how nimpo emma inka ena wo 18 years who 25 years going, in Kanu Prostavite capsules. So when you're 30, 40 years, you didn't come off a prostate enlargement, you didn't come off a prostatitis, you didn't come off a prostate cancer, and found reason is a one on Prostavite, and you secure prostate. Me pacho bema and trauma and show rubber, and trauma and show catheter, that be. Memma sa kwa no because the moment e be insert catheter and e dey home be fall be memu and our lower abdomen ho ansa na watumi adwon so no pains or yawo na tetia be fam ansa na sabi yetumi ahwe rubber no ena form the moment e show rubber no untumi nkwa adwuma e be limit o nyoma be bre ho won e ba ne sa che say e traumatize wa dwi mu no e tetew enkodu sa level no e bia de me ka hu bi da into feel say ebia o ehun sare hia eya ko hospital kokohwe ko we mema say ya show rubber na oni omu ni nkomo no be kasa psychologically how onemu na juma bia we bie ne sika bia na nka onya ni nyina sizi because ontumi nko bema bo prostate ho ban bo prostate ho ban bo modern prostavite capsules si ya sha bema mi rubber ebia want prostavite capsules in term inti asha ne rubber anasa ya ne surgery e won prostate ho a omomodin non-koto prostavite capsules na onom prostavite capsules na ebe regulate prostate no se na be rubber ne be fini be mem se na be secondary kind of prostate no enkofa how emre no de ye kwakwa ne surgery so no so onya kokudo freye ne ni din komo ne aboa no onom prostavite capsules na doctor emphasize kan enka ne prostate sounds on about infection any kinds of infections bia se oyo ba oye bema o pese we stay positive from infections bomodin nanum a product for prostavite capsules because se ene gonorrhea wo ho a se syphilis e wo ho a se chlamydia e wo ho a se yeast infection e wo ho a oyo ba etete pa ema inka bi fi wan fi oba ema insuo gugu ema wase ekekao yenu ana mamako public toilet so onu pode de bia infection hu sa ne man fita bi fi mase e bi se dog me na mase sabi insuo bi gugu me koto aduro na o se me fa cotton emom na aduro na dwemfa hye mase dog afidie insuo na gumi more than first no na so ejanka bone e wan fio o yo bati nyankopon bo wade na eye self cleansing organ inti ono ankasa sabi security insuo kan kakra o ba bia o ya we inti emfa bibia enhye wase so se sabi enka bi afi wan fio so se insuo bi gugu sabi insuo na gu ebon a koto prostavite capsules emfa nyoma nhye wase ade a wose hye wase no eye bema sa emfa cotton bia nhye wase ebema cervical cancer ability to other complications uhia prostavite capsules bema so gono syphilis etete bema na afon aye kete me say jo somehow any infections no prostavite oni ani come on 0244 370 702 0244 370 702 050 210 4343 050 210 4343 ebusia yewo X drive capsules me ba na kase bema bia so onya bi o ka no letter box no twa so hu X drive se o wallet no ufi o dining table so hu X drive e honom bema ye ko ba nyina ye pesika nyina no se wo bema mu so nya de a no ba na fa no ho adwene inti bema provide am oba na bibia na mom se mpamu so tumi ni agro na ba na fa no ho adwene wo ye bema tie me na hye no nso ma se o mema sem enkoyi a se bibi nti affect o mema ya nom X drive capsules ebe boawo ebe boost with sexual performance no me pese otumi di agro on se holiday eba a long one pa nanso on so mema sem nyanti be kasa ko adwuma boa adwuma bia ni ho na mom o mema sem nyanti bo pe bibi aka sanka wugina wona so unkire mu eye de yanka ba tena fie na woni oba na tena fie mutumi di agro enwompem na bia kama de mo na otumi na oyire ehye mu ompem no ena ma bonded ema ware eye de ema relationship no eye de bema entoto papa so enjenjere wo yire enwompem sasabi ho bantem ana ho sane wontem obema so ahoɔden anim bɛrima no sɔre a sɛbi ɛnkyɛn na adwodwo ebu mpa nkɔ hyɛ ɔbaa no ho ana adwodwo a mesrɛw yareɛ ɛde saa haw no ɛba adwendwene ɛde saa haw no ɛba nanso sɛ wonom X drive capsules a ntiri na ayɛ mmerɛ no mogya na ɛmfɛ no bi bebiem angwa na da ntiri bebree no na ama mogya ntumi fam yie ma ɔbɛma ɛnyɛ den na ntumi no oyere ɛnhyɛm yie no ɛno bɛyɛ ne nyinaa kama ɛde ama wo hyɛ no sɛ X drive no ɛnyɛ quick action product wei no ɛnyɛ sɛ ama ɛba menom ɛne ne akɔhyɛm nti ɛkyena wɔnyɛ bi anoma no anim guase ato ɛno nom quick action product nti anytime bia no ɔba bɛda bi agye sɛ ɔnom aduro ɛba sɛ sɛ wo sɛ bi wokuu nipadua wo bɛma bɔmmɔde nom X drive for correct nneɔma o correct nneɔma wie a onda ka nyina no anytime bia wotumi gye match anapa wopem awia wopem anwummerɛ wopem w'ani kan ɛno nom bitters ɛntwitwi stone bia ɛnfa spray bia da bi nom aduro papa te sɛ X drive ɛyɛ purely herbal yɛ design ma mema from the age of 18 years going so mema sem ho nsuo ntumi nyem ɔbaa ntumi nto badin sɛ oligospermia and a low sperm count sɛ waist pains bɔmmɔde na nom ɛyɛ product a yɛfrɛ X drive mema mo nitrity mo anxiety de kan say ananse ananamness no me pacho be ma tesa ade ba kopa na kyerɛw stroke na efrefrɛw mogya ntumi circulate wo body nim ye nti bomade so banom X drive eboa na boost your sexual performance no na bon ban from stroke because blood circulation be ye adwuma ye na watumi anya hoden na wabɔ adwuma na wanya sika so egu botom enum aduro bia keke hwehwɛ X drive capsules X drive capsules ye wo little no ɛyɛ masa bi ɔmo num wonka ana mo tuem ɛwonka ade ba ko a ɛha dwene ɛyare ba ko gu ni pani masepa yɛntumi nka nkyerɛ bebe ka kyerɛ obi next time ba na obia edwane ɛyɛ halitosis ana sɛ body odor ebu ɔwura tade gu wase bi kan ɔkasa na num kan sɛ odiɛ no ɛte saa uhia aduro ohomia ebon de bia na otene hwene ne san no sese ne nyina ablock eba ne sa sebi ema nka bi eba ho misraw ye ka halitosis a throat e contribute o lungs e contribute intestines e contribute inti no be brene kekabum e halitosis eba e chronic inti wanya aduro ho e den a mpacho enko oni ntame no din komo se bomoden na hwehwe little capsules entrama halitosis enteto entrama body odor engu wani mase hwehwe little capsules o minim eye kro o hwene kwanta sisi code HO247 de bia na wote wo hwene saade ne bi e wo ho na wo yi amaman na wo yi different colors misrawo bomoden na fa product a ye fe ne little ebetu ase e de ma mo amodidi amose agina mobo no monom little mo with difference only di enya heartburns ana indigestion so wonom little eboa esaso boost immune system no e de ma e ma won kwamora hoden e ma wapomodin to sipi na sita ye fe ne little capsules now ye wo dinat ne ye ma ye nuanamo ma na papa o your bar num dinat mame o menses ntia umfichi kontia ye muyensa ente yawo ye muyensa ensu ye muyensa ennum painkiller o ya ketesia mame obu wunsa na wote yawo num dinat o menses emba num dinat menses ne by 1 day 2 days anum dinat sabi obu wunsa eyetum and a very black num dinat sounds on a clot of blood bi ena ungu pumpu nyoma bi afiu ba sabi moja ne nkotonkoto a num dinat oba bia sabi onyem ana untwa abra na wadum painful so menstruating every month be so menstruating nti se menses no emba e kire so nyoma bi enkoso ye woni paduem na betumi siwa wo ho kwan e bo mo ba obro amono e ba ma sabi wi ade kakra na wabrɛ nti aba ne sabo se na afi wapomode enkoye aketesia ade a kyeso betumi awo no wawo kama no eyo oba menstruate ye nti menses na emma no contraceptives na awawea no ne nyina wo side effect ewo so enuane ye di insure ye nom drinks e consume ne nyina wo side effect nti oba hormonal imbalances no environmental conditions no ekoso sa ha no nti e ba so num dinat sabi moja e wonenka oba bia o menstruate moja nka no sabi e ka wase nti se wanu medro be dinat na nkle sabi sufino ana moja fino amfiwo na ma amfiwo anye hwama sabi eya na nka bi aba ho ti ba ma ba ho a se ne nkopeso feeling on felisa onitia wale ne enkoye no onitia relationship enkoye onitia be ma no tra enche sabi na eguno bomoden nanom product e fe ne dinat oba sese wo hemfio invest wo wig mbebre invest wo make up mebre be ma do ko de ma nhwe make up sabi wo japade ne ene yehwe ti se japade ne enko yi a eya waware ebeye den ompra twe ebeye den oni tia me no din komo se menstrual issues a ene a low libido watenka ateko yeso mu a onte de ontumi lubricate ema mpama gudie enso ani na enye da bomade na hwe product a your friend dinat oba de enka do ho shamp mpama gudie a na agro no ayede one way a be man freeze on kwa na eye na mo so watenka onso do ho be shem na agro no ayede your friend dinat capsules say you dinat you little you X drive and a prostavite abusuan friends that talk me timo Otec Royal Sports me wo ha me pese me na mo che yan record of am Otec some more da bi ya no kasa no ane si ni am solution no 0244 370 702 0244 370 702 050 210 4343 050 210 4343 Herbal Shop Pharmacy Shop yakwa also open Prostavite X Drive Little and a dinat o friends wa ebetu aboa na bebia aye kama
alright
bebia won sabetumi akabi legend
senior
medase
bebre alright e usan for Vema Plus Limited asuye ho and are you free by
ai bia ka wo wa mi wo mi
ya ma wo mi
ika ko ne wo se ko abele wangela no me no magbo no obi mauna ye ehe mawa saminya lona mradesa konga jeni isi nehi rao blome nehi leke wose konobo yawe kwade moken jino kasi silimo ehe mawa mi pa ne mado mi uno aho mo ane manu ibia amo pema ibia osefo
okay all right Kobi
senior
aboko there
o obadi adaroma ene nanano madaroma wo de beka hwe yi ni ho a na chese no mani biye se de biye kanu no
nice
ye chi abusuafo nyina nso ene biem
sure abusuafo nyina so je so and situation at the Champions League ne they akoko so Europa League ni ade de bobo kona from AEK Athens I'm be the most shocking football club or more about this particular ɔmo kɔ away ɛkɔ share ayifoɔ no Siliefoɔ no ɔmo kɔ share ɔmo 4-2 right no 4-0 ɛna ne ɔmo abɛtena fie lusu 2-0
yes sɛ Celta Vigo nso akɔhyɛ Leon 2-0 saa
ba me kyerɛ sɛ AEK Athens no first leg ɔkɔ away kɔhyɛ 4-0 tina nena odds near 1.32 as a 1.2 bibi ɛna ɛne watena fie ama team na ɔkɔhyɛ ne 4 no abɛhyɛ ne 2 and make sense 1 and twasum
yeah say and sometimes football 1-1
yeah na Palace enso ne AEK la na kaso bo onse menim die but so first leg no Palace draw
yes
and a second leg mako she 2-1 ti mentia says omo I think omo extra time and I say time added on Kwana man drew 112 as 113
no, extra time I think so omo was second
okay so and 1-1 in regulation time 1-1 in the extra time no na Ismail Assar says second one 2-1
yes.
Okay all right games abawie no ho asem na make kan Mines omo de omo edge omo win no fala 2-0 against Sigma Olomouc. Fiorentina kwawe ekoshe Rako Czechoslovakia eka mienu mo team ba ko Fiorentina for the 4-2 aggregate a qualifiers and the first leg no so mo win 2-1. And afi so say na wodi kan Lyon Tifi Celta Vigo akoshe ni 2-0 first leg and the 1-1 with Spain. Freiburg and so first leg no Okolusu 1-0 El Genk but never share 5-1 to 5-2 on aggregate or qualify. Forest
to lead it 2-1.
First leg with Fiomulusu 1-0 to Midtjylland. And then second leg we win it 2-1 into more extra time. I 2-2 on aggregate into more extra time. Into I don't know. All other games ni na dia finish shots here. 11 minutes Real Betis Asheba kon Panathinaikos. The Panathinaikos Michael is abobo order.
Yes.
Yeah, it's abobo order. Omuli di Panathinaikos 1-0. Porto and Stuttgart ends with 0-0. Aston Villa and Lille 0-0. AS Roma and Bologna and also 0-0. Ewo Europa League no emu. All right. Champions League no enra matches no. We are Hosema Newcastle. First half no 2-2. Barcelona ebe 7-2. And Tuki Kambo mo 8-3 on aggregate. Bayern Munich can almost 4-1 80 Atalanta Okikabo mo 10-2. 10-2. Liverpool share Galatasaray 4-0. Ewie na akwakoye 4-1 on aggregate. And as Spurs wamo share Atletico Madrid kamiensa Atletico Madrid etimu mienu. Nti aggregate ni koye 5-7 advantage Atletico Madrid omo dia qualify. There's a rank Spurs for no omo an consider omo keep clean sheet a kanra omo force game no ko extra time
yes eno nso na na den no say no be share without conceding no
enra Spurs omo England for nyina omo na ya de pa in fact this one an kasa no nyina no omo call first leg man nwin si nyina na Spurs na kire seriousness kakra England for no Spurs na wo ya kakra wo ya de
say Liverpool so nwin si ana ono ni defeat no
Liverpool there zini ana Liverpool she no na fu kakra chen say Spurs was Spurs no the almost that for man na you know kra say o metumi anya even a win against Atletico nti no mba ko fi ma me nya story answer na what take you over about Senegal na CAF issue no Senegal for no it's like omunyo madwen say trophy ni there omo de bema CAF for no enuma bi omo de trophy ni ye okrom o fiti nura mu o ba ne no ene say omo bodwa bi wo auditorium kakraka bi ma papi omo ko jame papi chia o de trophy ni ko ye a video of sa event no or the trophy ni ko nipa dom thousands of people na na bochenku or auditorium ho a che say or the trophy ni ko kire wo mo or the free ho no is almost the cost Senegal for military base so ya for no or the trophy but only video no mo share na
ndiaso omu huru calf onyesa
more or less like
said the omu ye the calf no mu huru calf and omu di calf who fell bisa no oh very interesting one was say decided to do something like this. Until they will be to make us the calf who fell. Oh,
there's even a picture of a president in office. I heard that cabinet is you trophy no AC that trophy is a hand to Yano Shah. The people of Senegal. Eboshia my the trophy ni kwachi omo say cap in the safe wa ha
and sema ya kosu nyina yesa papa we na e shase papi tiao no ai one order the players ni say leave the pitch and a conference in same way nyina buy so and look at him over there
it's a national theater no Ghana national theater no ti ofri on our the trophy ni call military base soldier for no ho ti say trophy na kwa di Senegal for soldier for no ho and so who video e ho enie on military base wo as say soldier for ni
on bit media twitwa picture say but
omunye no mo ho ban because if the other go for bezo mo de takashi eje
we military protected.
I don't know the Bakofi. It's more like Africa has you know ope omaya omu sojafo mu hu mpa moni mu mpa ni ade a memma mo soso wa bi wo kran ho gina na pampam bepem yeselin we Senegal fo ne wo sa sojafo ni bi
oh okay omu ye memma ankasa
omu so mo from se commando fo se battalion fo bi mu odin bi ade from
omu de no
omu no mutimi hye wo mo ho ahoma na ze omu videos ni bi kra omu ze Eugene be yi ya mo hwe and you bet me join you on Facebook and on YouTube no worry cause soldier for power Africa one way
no we so hey that's what we are ni Burkina Faso yi aseo
the French for
Burkina Faso soldiers no money
Ibrahim Traoré
papa ni nante no
but we mo soldier for no dey Kofi
na Burkina Faso no so no e bia ya ne sensen o mo no well we a memo
we the one ahoma na esen ba kono komu no wo hunza sa how man dey gu as won ko atam pija a go bi an ntimi pija ahoma no
sa
enye we o
de bi na chiri anya ahoma we bi na om de besin san kwan ma ya exam around sa ahoma na de kase na bakani faso jali Bamini wa futu bi masa
ona trophy na ku
ni na omu ye ni na no is not necessary we say enrana you decide in the position is adia calf iron and it's not in line with the rules and regulations that yeah the bobo no because article 82 83 84 now omu gina so Eddie verdict we buy no under the circumstance or applies our articles na enye ye because who say IFAB rules no 5.2 okay kan ho na it gives referee no that authority say ni decisions in a game enya dia obetimi overturn unless open sad disciplinary proceedings we investigations na we say wakunya nyina so say referee no took a certain decision to achieve a bia something like a betting outcome to say Jeolam Tedieno okay some of those things you can, overturn outcomes. No idea. But until that is done, referee decide say obemia toa game so ewie ne yepon a the same referee cannot write in his report say osheda eno opinima ye bobo ni wie and that the people left the pitch until you apply Article 82, which talks about forfeiture of games and how those things can be activated. I disagree with CAF, and I've always said, say, Senegal for a pursue case way to its logical conclusion, they will win. Even at CAS, they will win. Okay, because in most cases, Nakanu, they say CAS ebe overturn game be outcome and on be reverse scoreline, unless enough grounds to prove say be a match fixing, be a na something like that. Akoso when we say the CTN na a face sanctions about for the individuals or the parties involved. They said the Ghana the Ash Gold ni allies for suffer demotion near there. These things happen, but the very moment a referee they allow Senegal for ne back onto the pitch, me to a game no su wie any there. You cannot apply Article 82. And I am for Senegal when it comes to this matter. Name how to go about it, and also me careful. On say me buy Senegal any massive support, of course. Unse ye were one or two people be a omonso commentaries to say omni appeals board ni decision ejina baby faku, but a lot of people disagree with the decision. And Senegal was a massive support, and no na imagine me say ya mumutrima yo mudamo act in a way emwa. The best thing to do is to pursue the matter. It be a case. So what you say? Send ebe kwa seminim no pay justice. But until that is done, the game is regulated by rules. Ye womra dibo game and as a member of CAF there, you cannot say there on fat trophy no, you can't do that unless over say why you ready for anything else. Senegal would love to play international football, and you do that through CAF.
The news crash I say about someone threatens and home free CAF. No more apply for UEFA ne almost as a UEFA ne say as a CONMEBOL CONCACAF.
No cry will not help. Would they imagine say Senegal ha nebia fan me? I don't think say Europe for Bejo matu wo home here. But everyone say Europe for not just Senegal for to would they feel comfortable? What? They also they apply or baby. It will not help. Into the best thing to do is say ombe famra kwan so I fight the case to its logical conclusion. But I say verdict aba because Senegal enjoys some massive support from a lot of people until you go and organize occasion be like this. I feel now say we a trophy to the same trophy now I order say return Kanu. Until I don't think say omu behavior appropriate. That is not the best way to handle the matter. And Papi Tiao say I'm surprised that Oye involved in some of these things because at the end it started from him, which was so terrible that a coach at this stage in the game, say in the course of an AFCON final, referee take a decision be on a referee into our done place say munya ball me enko barbaric. What as you, but media na make say sa fines ne bans nearby for individuals and persons involved, and then there was money heavy because to say that trophy media, it will be some way somehow as a kwaku feed into the whole thing and speculation say CAF na no person the crew anima
Clear. Daniel Ayemuye against Nigeria.
Oh, Daniel Aye, dear me, he had a fantastic game.
Oh, Masa.
He had a super game on the night. The performance was excellent. Eti enami can you? Ye movie say ye defend the CAF no with this decision Kanu. It's difficult to support CAF.
All right.
But the Senegal for ye Kanu entwe ye. So also be apply be free CAF mukra se unyanye. Until you are still under CAF. And until obeko ebia court of arbitration for sports. Now we need the matter no. The decision by the appeals board no stands as we speak, and they must respect that. What you see,
sure.
Ain't you know, some occasions ne fanfare be say now. I say who calf be say you get the point. It's not appropriate.
All right. Raymond Hack, a former disciplinary committee chairman, CAF. What nanua tunkomo imubi. Ama only what say the microphone and the you.
Well, firstly, you've got to look at the decision. This was a decision made by the appeal board, and they based their decision on Article 82, which said that if the team goes off the field of play without the authority of the referee, Article 84 comes into play. But they didn't read Article 84 too well, because Article 84 says the team which contravenes the provisions of Article 82 and Article 83 will be eliminated from the competition. It doesn't say the provisions of Article 82 or 83. It says Article 82 and 83. And that's where they award the 3 points or the 3-0 score.
All right. Enti penyin no nkyere mu a owo efa nkomo a yedie no ehunu no. The person ke beto aso na yetie ni ye because no trust we make a very good point about articles na CAF for no akika bom no. Ti yento aso. Anyway, you know, ti e betra na nka ya hwese e benya no ti yanko bag ni ti penyin no. All right. Kobi, what ye ni
a article 84 na no can is clearly stated here, or say the team which contravenes the provisions in Article 82 and 83 shall be eliminated for good from the competition. This team will lose.
The other person can say, Brofo and any or. Once we are ready and I say, team contravening Article 82
and 83
and 83, and yet 82 or 83. I want to know stress. No, but explain 82 and 83 no. I say same ho. Now fi
okay. 82 ni there. Clear. Or say if anything, or say if for any reason whatsoever, a team withdraws from the competition or does not report for a match, or refuses to play or leaves the ground before the regular end of the match without the authorization of the referee, it shall be considered loser and shall be eliminated for good from the competition. Okay, the same shall apply for the teams previously disqualified, okay, by decision of CAF.
Okay,
and I say
82, right?
And he 82.
Coming to me as 83 no so.
So 83 say a team that shall not be present on the ground, dressed to play at the time fixed for kickoff, or at most 15 minutes later, shall forfeit the match. The referee shall register the absence of the team and shall write it in his report. The organizing committee shall take the final decision on this in this respect. And so 83 no is talking about say
match ne be
Well,
say
that is 83. Say I'm funny say match near 3 o'clock. 3 na drew. Kanu FC what dress ya be drew ho. But Kofi Labi FC is not available. Enti acha by 15 minutes time no. The referee can end the game. Write it in his report say Kofi Labi FC failed to turn up for this match. Enti referee report no they are organizers of the competition.
Yeah.
So they will sit on it based on the rules no. Now apply
decision,
the but say we all know say the in such situations no straightforward. For 50 match no 3 points 3 goals. Near awarded the opponent no. What I say. And that is say in Swatreman FC competition is starting almost a withdraw from the competition no. So what I say. And also the disciplinary committee will sit and then the necessary sanctions no will be applied. It be a whole more directors, club, no players, depending on ubia actions. So what I say, we say in our case, you trigger the clause, the relevant clause, and say moving forward. Wa unyani Swatreman FC mo ebiano match ni do I be awarded 3 points, 3 goals. Okay, sa uncommon. And Sunday disciplinary committee ne sign atnaso. Our muma certain fines be near there. Okay, me cry me raise issue. I say, menya comfortable says directors nibi enya ban or punishment visa because the same people can also acquire a different club. So what I say, no masaya babi ura competition in him. So in the end, who achieve you? Ade na opesa asutwe ma who achieve no. Enti the whole thing about some community in a second way. Or see if you leave the ground without the authorization of the referee. In this case, Senegal for players may be free, pitch and so without referee authorization. But the referee again authorized that they should return for the match to continue. In Tiahono, other than referee na nice one kase based on the Article 82 no, who free pitch in so called dressing room na I have the right to end the match and then write report no now I submit it to the organizer say this is what has happened munko loss ni because the referee and your disciplinary committee chairman on disciplinary committee he can only write the report then based on niesi no na disciplinary committee na kum de mrana to ho na ya the way forward but the moment referee no the same referee na yesi free park no so without the authorization a bit lead to forfeiture of the said match. No? The same referee again allows the said team to return to the pitch for the game to continue. And the Article 82 no cannot be applicable. That is the whole thing. Me say me confident say Senegal for far processes nim from Rakwan so fight this matter to its logical conclusion and they will win.
Okay.
And I don't think they are necessary.
All right. Yantuan Komono so with opening Raymond Hack.
Point that they are all missing is the referee's decision in terms of Article 6 of the CAF disciplinary code is final. So when is final? If you look in terms of the IFAB rules, whether it be 5.2, which talks about the referee, the game is finished when the referee blows the whistle for it being finished. What happened in this particular game is that a penalty was awarded to Morocco in the last minute of the game. The Senegalese players protested and they walked off the field. They shouldn't have walked off the field. There's no dispute as far as that is concerned. The referee did not blow for the end of the game. The Moroccan players did not go up to the referee and say to him, listen, in terms of Article 82, they've walked off the field. We are now the champions. Blow your whistle. He didn't do that. He allowed the team to come on. They took a penalty, Morocco. They missed the penalty. They then go into the extra time playoff. At no stage did they go to the referee and say, okay, we will take the penalty. We will go into extra time if need be under protest. Had they said that we are going under protest, then you can deal with it, that the referee may have not done the correct decision or something like that. But that was never done. They allowed the game to be finished. The referee blew the whistle, and Senegal won the game. That is the end of the story. That is where it should have ended. The disciplinary committee, in my view, gave the right decision. The fact that the appeal board can now turn around and say, no, we're invoking Article 84. Well, you must read Article 84. The difference between and or is very, very big. In any event, the final say is the referee when he blows the whistle. The fact that you go and reduce the fine imposed on Morocco for laser is laughable, because the rule is very clear. You are not allowed lasers. It is a penalty in terms of the rules, whether it's 1 laser or 10 lasers or 1,000 lasers. The question is very simple. Were there lasers in the stadium? Yes or no? If it's yes, then you are guilty. If it's no, you're not guilty. The fact that the ball boys, their sanction is reduced. Did the ball boys go beyond their rights by pulling the towel away from the goalkeeper? Yes, that's not in the spirit of the game. Article 5.2 talks about the spirit of the game. That is not in the spirit of the game. So how you can even consider reducing the fine, with due respect, in my opinion, is laughable. And what everyone is forgetting, and maybe the appeal board didn't take into account, there are precedents in this regard. Go back to 1976, when Guinea played Morocco. Morocco walked off the field of play. They then came back onto the field of play. It wasn't the game wasn't abandoned. You had this in the CAF Champions League for the clubs, where Wyatt did the same thing. And the Court of Arbitration ruled the referee's decision is final, irrespective of what the rules say. If the referee says the game is finished, he blows his whistle, that's the end of the story. But what they are all forgetting is the damage that has been done to African football's reputation as a result of this hullabaloo, or circus as people are referring it to at the moment. Now it's been reduced to an absolute laughingstock. Why? Because people want to put their own views of what the referee should do. If you want to say the referee is no longer in charge of football, then you don't need to have a referee. Then you can have anybody doing it. But if you want to go in terms of what the spirit and what the rules should be, then you have to observe the rules of the game. And the rules are very simple. The referee is the only person in charge of the game on the field. And when he blows the whistle, that's the end of the game. Anything that happens before doesn't come into the final decision.
All right. Opinion friend Raymond Hack, one and Oye, and as a former disciplinary committee chairman, Ewo CAF, and I attend in Kanu. Na Kofi, and come off for us to Abano, when Rooney. Rooney, I call Casawa, baby, na or they to just say, World Cup, no. 2010 World Cup born in South Africa, the West World Cup.
The reason say it because you're born African in Tiana.
There be.
Mikel Binumno was a kufu muti. Eti memo heni kasemia.
I mean, continue. You are not getting a worse World Cup than South Africa in 2010. The first game we played, we are traveling in. It's pitch black. There is no fans there. Normally at a World Cup, there are fans everywhere and you feel the atmosphere. But there was nothing. It was dead. It just didn't feel like a World Cup at all.
Was I to one match?
I say America wouldn't be like that. I say,
or the Akoto to America. And the reason now for describing 2010 World Cup, no, they were say one match. Omko na pitch ni yetum. And I supporters in this stadium. When I say there, okay, pitch there. Yent me for him to throw off one. But we've seen games it be one more attendance ninja heavy sir, depending on the nature of the match. Who said you sit here? Into yes, we disagree.
Strongly disagree.
Yes, absolutely.
South Africa World Cup is
it was top notch.
Considered one of the best World Cups. I'm not say the best World Cup.
Now the way I'm for enjoy World Cup, really with the Esren. You go fast in Biama. Obit me akasa America will be nany other one fan compare Qatar.
Senior, go for muno.
And Russia.
Me who say on. Once they are paid to grant interviews.
Okay.
And now omo pandit rejuma no omo ye no so no. They pay them to say footballers na. They be to make £300,000 a month. They be sign contract millions of pounds. And they are obligated, and I'm gonna say obliged to make news.
Okay.
So I can't say. I was saying making news. And the Sky, for instance, Sky, they are paid so well. Thierry Henry, Mumika Richards, Monesa, Squad, Nayam Kotanto, Gary Neville, Paul Scholes,
Owen Money.
See, it's called with General Sky Sports. And yeah, easy.
They want to make news.
One of the obligations say also making news. And now, omo ebi a Monday night football. Omo Premier League match be on Monday. No point. Omo to discuss be about 2 hours.
No that's with them.
No with them. Enti nkomo to me free Premier League game no so. Na come for so. Enya be na Karaga Kokaze AFCON ye major tournament no.
Say no more discuss Ballon d'Or winners.
It was after I think it was after the Premier League game was a Champions League game. Nti Salah hun komo na no what they call cancer.
Salah chances of winning Ballon d'Or.
Omo no ya na
but beyond that no kre wom ni say omo nhye da nyada ye before ni sa.
Oh when they send ye.
Omo nhye da hu ye say nipa bia sa. Na unse ball no yes so no ya na ye de ahoɔden ni adide need us. O say dey sit here. Di bo no mo chichi tuntumfo yi bi mo naturalize it because of what they will get, but abrofo pa na nkasa no mo nhye da hu abi before say ye nipa sa o. Tie to there no ka ho. Na World Cups be buy aboy. Other in Africa di no obebody akọ compare the upcoming World Cup.
Bia no so nkomo mu di na no so beto.
But ninyina so on the week.
Anyway.
Yes.
So you wrap up the antenna mrana.
Okay. All right. In wrapping up, say, as you see, how the quarter-final stage of the Champions League ebeko fixtures out yenim dates ebeba so first legs no ebe happen Tuesday, Wednesday, 7th, 8th April. Then second legs no so happen 14th and then 15th of April ni ade.
7th no. Real Madrid Bayern.
Yes.
And a Sporting Arsenal. Now for 8th Barcelona Atletico. And then Paris Saint-Germain Liverpool.
Yes.
The winning games and then okay, now return legs no so 14th and 15th.
Good. He said yeah. I think he said the road is clear.
Atletico ni Barcelona biom.
Me sure say by this time the Barcelona for be sure lessons
for sure.
It will be a different ball game altogether.
Arsenal because Arsenal share oyi Sporting Free Arsenal be too many Barcelona ne Atletico mu bia tie gina bopa.
Of course. Yes. Me crowd me with Arsenal game no more bono. Omi share Barcelona bit me easy cry mo.
Oh, easy there, Goofy. Sounds a bit disrespectful to Barcelona.
Okay.
I'm not from Bread. You meet me, I shall buy easy, sir. Barcelona. And I'm going to come 1 second half. On that Newcastle could do on Omokoye training. No more a video of the distance from the away side in the dressing room
to the pitch.
Senior. The best ask Dr. Mensa. Basa for mu 3 money o mo design stadium ne say away team no wo ba pitch ne so a wo be nante be ye de wo de wo kwai no wa brutal
they have a way of intimidating opponent
imagine say first half wako mabre mako akunya team talk we mo ba for second half na mo betwa sa kwan we senior na dia unu park no na the coach na kan nyina kura ref
na say training kura mu koye na kwa kakra we na ucha na ye dey
na wo say game moments there go be different
na omunye Newcastle
and second half
enye the same kwan no mu twa e be start first half no say we free the same dressing room ne buy
the dynamics in first and second halves they go be na different first half o coin o be start game 0-0 nil me boa but at half time mo ba second half na 3-2 ntenya enya pe adwene na amode ko starting ni adwene na amode ko to aso no enya pe what is it
anyway
no kwan wado do
well who's a Clifford Chiba for junior si Kofi onyame atie empaibo tibu kotoa enkope beebi ntena na yebo wia waba na we see obi dwan ewu no obi enyankwan it was one of the issues I was going to talk about say sometimes eya na nuoma bi to coaches in the game eya na painful me kai say Mr. Karim Zito once said say Rodri pra yes Pep Guardiola
So it's not right.
Rodri we say you imagine best I had to mention gate ya stadium in a way
what hey
na madunye ni
kwa the kwa wow we dey distance no after na wo pio we can twa we nkwa be 10 meters no twa we be 10 meters
they say less than 1 minute
how no wait my be 15-20 meters
fan be 1 minute we do pitches so we dey nyem we dey omfanye case bia
na me case we dey case David omutimi frank
omutimi fanye
send Newcastle for the post video we abra mo koye training no hono na man for say hey Marshall say finding reason me my after
but the other side of it is fair so
fair I mean
come on so number be
say ya close stadium year renovation so what you say
we wie no
mu wie a
so who difference look at that
by you close stadium year renovation abeba no and just akra bi akra na iOS Baba yara ye mu ye renovation we still I see you know
Baba yara pa bura yi tani onim se wo ko dressing room na hwe
washroom so ni ade so ya close stadium for close to 2 years renovation wa
yeah
just say we dwene ho a wonti ase ya na renovation be nko an yen kuruma we have a message mama kan through
okay
ask when Rooney for me without the fans in South Africa, what was England's position then? With fans and full stadium, what has been England's position? Spain went home with the trophy. Ask them if South Africa was worse. You should shut up. Lawyer Adumapia.
Rooney reason or the buy and crowd here. Or no credit deserve sa backlash now. Say Kufodi Mikel Bimudema Karaga no crowd more. The reason or the my idea. No,
the council team they say you must be biao. Na me aduma Sunday Carabao Cup. Omudi kan January 2 year.
Omni City no.
Oh man City.
Sir. What the card am Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Man who say City for na post almost say Pep go that venue for I think 22nd time almost post to be me refi. Almost of the cast na for said that venue no. Pep ever since Azumi City adwuma no. Akọ.
So akọ so lusu danti.
And in most cases ayo mo de anigi and free ho.
But in some cases so around ya na ten hacks no. Here to me see.
Anyway,
and I'm not sure say kwa Pep akọ ni nyina we share team bi a omo in a better shape. This Arsenal team.
Sir.
Be the Liverpool and the Klopp 1 or 2 times been here there. But seriously, Tinia, Arsenal born these days ni there. Maybe there. No crepa ne say. Mimi team am support me nyanke bobo is Arsenal.
Okay.
What I say?
There corner ni free kicks na.
But say the bobo che omo because until they me ko share wo.
We say corner ni free kicks na say there hin.
Say corner no yesua be yesua ni. Enchichire obi a.
Ejima mami rapping ya enti koto asem no is very painful for the player and even Abelu and Pokra in this case. We say it will be na hiti bao na hit ne ba because onya 1 or 2 games be na resource nenye. But look at the manner in which omo advance here to the quarter-final stage at the expense of City. And before City, no my playoffs, home and away against Jose Mourinho's Benfica. And or dear pushy, I could do that stage. And the next opponent is a tough one. You see, Bayern Munich for no, because a company as a man for in shed that and recognize you almost, but they are playing so well. Baby, the Atlanta too, Umishie team bi na se team no a level of former omu chere omu dominance. It is not going to be an easy game for Madrid. I think Bayern game will be much more difficult compared to the Madrid nyaye against City home and away. And moving into such encounters no menye sure say a good time say o better say one of your key players in Courtois out into a big blow but because it is Real Madrid anyhow sometimes omutimi get results out of nowhere in the Champions League you cannot write them off. But I think say ahead of those encounters and you good to hear that Courtois na me can say Arsenal G Premier League na me best player of the season in the Premier League me the Matt Raya. I think the same thing can be said about Courtois and Real Madrid. I say goalkeepers, sometimes they needed attention. Courtois has been solid in the goalpost for Real Madrid. There are times with me yes certain saves be, but I say na wubewana Vini akoshe go bi na Mbappe akoshe go bi nti onya the needed attention I was Unya, but he's a key member of the setup. So Madrid is second to Barcelona as we speak. Even though Oma change manager in the course of the season, and a Champions League in so much could do quarter-final stage. Now can key performers untumi Courtois and Frimda. So that's a big blow. But Madrid it me surviving without key players most of the time. And so much 13 games without Mbappe. This season why one of the key players for Real Madrid. Ain't it do one mammy sure say dynamics ni be you more free mono. Any about wish you better luck next time, especially my own Chelsea fans. As a Chelsea for now, but when they say me honorable Ejasafo when me born come and he was saying he said I did not hit any pa. The reason he said home and away 8-2 they are very embarrassing, especially on Stamford Bridge. Now concede 3 goals without scoring baku krano. It's hard for the Chelsea fans to take, but sometimes I was still facing reality. Okay, Chelsea victory now. Team ninya ewo Club World Cup no. And a be raise confidence. A call that level and at some point, even myself, I was thinking that Chelsea can compete when it comes to the Premier League. But before the Club World Cup, CSN predicted teams are performing so well in the Champions League and also in the Premier League afia. Menya sure say and Chelsea fans need not that confidence to tip Chelsea. And it was one of those things here. And I think the Club World Cup victory, Emma Chelsea fans forgetting the true state of the club. And for example, Chaluba Niho. Now you say, who will be to step in now? Fall on Mama Dusa or born the first Champions League game or Stamford Bridge. under such circumstance no Kanu the BCBI is some mistakes na BCCC na and as you move along they will grow. Into Chelsea project no is not a matured project, and along the line the only the project no so cry team no san any party ways echo a different manager, and clearly we cannot tell say Rossini abai ne presence ni make any difference. I shall say no there are some few good games, but in the last best 8 games at Chelsea abono so check it score lines now. I think it was the FA Cup game and then the one against Villa. Any wins at Chelsea, and even in the FA Cup, we also how I didn't drag against Wrexham. Oh, we say the city. The reality is Chelsea were a lot of problems, and maybe I've always had issues with Todd Boehly money, Gabali money, or more approach to player signings in recent times. Probably they are doing so because of financial fair play rule and UEFA create declare Chelsea car and all of that. So you must make sure say only outrageous signings be. In that case, you don't have the space to top big name players about with huge cost. Until as we speak, Chelsea will go keeping issues. Defense.
We are talking of a club that spent over £1 billion.
Yes, but if you check
in about 4 or so transfer windows. 1.6 billion. What do you mean? Can't James say Mon sign it big?
Oh, Minka say
I think Mon sign it right.
No,
that should be the argument.
No,
big they must sign it.
If you pick the goalkeeping department, Chelsea signing anything big.
Sanchez, you're saying.
Sanchez, mean kind of figure, but I would have to. But Sanchez is not a big signing.
No, big signing, no, but in the shape of the transfer fee.
And only the cost. Level, any weight.
No, Cole Palmer wasn't a big signing.
Yes.
By
yes.
name, not a big signing.
Yes.
But Cole Palmer, a big man, big player.
Say,
what you say? And you should do any make judgment
before Cooper member Chelsea no a big player.
Na me say no a big player. And you want make one big signing.
Cooper Macra we can say he's had only one good season with Chelsea. Nti enkomono and now call centre back one man. Chelsea in signing any top centre back. At least in the last 2 windows.
But in terms of transfer figures there.
On a transfer
years and Fofana.
Wesley Fofana they send the Nacho. I think 50 something 53 54.
Okay.
From Leicester. Says Fofana kradi ache. Me can say you know.
Oh,
Todd Boehly mobile.
Todd Boehly mobile.
How mobile they started buying some big say any Khalid Koulibaly bu nyina be fair mu koi. You remember?
Yeah.
But as a tree you know omo alowa ban on players with potential. What you say?
I'm boarding.
Sir. Center backs.
Enzo, your big signing.
Why? Me the French on there, but me do one more.
The blue and back there near
because I know me can do Lavia.
Romeo Lavia.
Oh, who's there by Nidino on your big signing? But by the transfer fee, it was a big signing.
Ono cry was around 50 something, right?
Hey, Romeo Lavia.
Yeah, Lavia was around 50.
100 Mumbi.
Debbie. 100 Didier Caicedo ni Enzo.
Okay.
And no cry early days of Todd Boehly near Gabali. Early days, no. But actually, you know. Or departed from it,
right.
and they don't have such space, you know, because of financial fair play rule. And you know there are issues. See, I know a car about the centre back, even with Wesley Fofana and Chaluba Mukrano. You cannot say Chelsea were reliable centre backs. So many were crowded and say, but they are sure Josh Champon, also there so there are issues. And Chelsea fans must understand, say, it will take time. And they said there, and they no matiano. Ebikrana report EPP, say, Abramovich time no more under declare figures, just to make sure, say, you stay within the books as expected. And he embarrassing there. But if you look at team now, I don't think, say, it was a ɛyɛ nwanwa pii saa the big issue no ɛyɛ moving forward no how things are going.
All right.
There are no signs Chelsea ɛkɔfa an established centre back bi I expect to as we move along things will get better. Nti abutre ne was a fans ninya to endure. They said they are more in by or say you suffer for a very long time no. In the senior yeah.
All right. Matthias here. Senior Saboko there.
Kanu nyame adom bibia.
Moza.
Oso ye.
Bende yugu so.
Nyame adom boko. Oboga bana.
Majoze.
Oboga bia bana.
Oh,
Boga ijawu papa.
Boga phone there.
Ya the braille.
Anyway, ya tenemra na 9 abo.
Sa.
Is it a 10 king? Nice.
Common party ko fin so akeka bebre pa o.
Akabi agu ati. My internet ya ba na waso mpreko na. Anyway, abeso de fa bia no.
Wa akeka bebre. Lawyer kura so me ma me chia lawyer adumafia.
Yeah, lawyer.
And the message no me na nya adwene ba timi so me ka me de.
Oh, za. Ba runi dia no.
Ai.
No, don't there.
Say papa.
Na wa de otika afo ye no kura papa. The calf to we papa.
We need a calf ne organize.
No, me ka say the calf we papa. No abe person be pick papa mfa wo.
And say papa dia 2010 World Cup no was massive. It was solid.
Dabi me hona sa. Me hona sa kra. You see Kofi, forgive me, economics on. Your free be consumer surplus. It comes with consumer satisfaction. Say World Cup na ehu ye no. Yehu second one, ehu third one, ehu fourth one, Africa ha. I feel the kind of interest ni pejade ko gina World Cup na eba first eba start say ekofom. Yehu bi da. Nti ade na yehu no in South Africa no. On and I say in Africa books no. There's nothing to compare. To the satisfaction the man no was soro pa. Yenya hu World Cup no mienu hu be miensa. Eba ha sa interest na de share back na bia nya sa na be. It is
to other continent compared to here no.
Nti e natural for young Africans no to pride World Cup no said na wo kra okay e bi mu say the best ever. Sa na e be ka no. But the World Cup for America da, akọ Europe da, akọ Asia da no. Obetumi kwa use be a transport system, telecommunication kwa. E dey akase World Cup no was the worst one. Because we run the statement na or tackle pitch any attendance. One kind the quality of play no. Was a pitch na black. And what kind attendance at the World Cup. Say a World Cup game there. He doesn't expect say ibe hu sa numbers na ye hu ya na. And of course
mo ko bo match me draw na usually World Cup no abontin nyina ye ma wo ko bi de some mo ko kata stadium na chi wo nyina no
ma before fan parks na de keka hu nyina
teams be arrive na ho nyina ye ma manfo chele ji omani. Oh,
and one of those things and say sorry to say this but them say World Cup no eba Africa no sabi eba omaya o ma dwene ye adwuma mo mfa nche me ma me nkyerem no obi anya offended
kasa ni mom
no omaya omo ye nyema yi ma me nka ne sa say West Africa ha for fame and maybe for politics be at the other side no be ba she government no why ono ebit ma se nipa kugu stadium at no cost
free
at no cost no the nipa kugu on stadium ha efe ni akase na nipa wo ba ko di South Africa. Sorry to say system say ye adwuma. It is a wuntwa ticket I am fa nkotena stadium mo say the fast ye ni ehu su na ho ehu nti no ye nsese nipa nkugu stadium mo ni ehu say ye nya saa ambiance no stadium ho no. Nti ye de ye satisfaction a World Cup in the mind e wo soro pa. Cause standards ye pese ye de compare bia no. One ebinsi wa Africa hada. Into on African continent there's no yardstick and be be compare. And now they compare Europe na me say baby a Rooney no asem o kan no me person imagine chinye bebre say one tackle the quality of play unse lawyer message no esco ampacho mechiao lawyer message no dey buy no highlight on Spain edge tournament no
Euro 2020
no there be Spain je World Cup 2010 and I say no one kan I say England you must say England or mudi saying and no mo kwen Into Spain we won it. Omo was any history with it. The quality of play was never a question under Rooney conversation. In terms of play, it be one of the best World Cups that has been hosted. But okay, can the arcade man at the end of the World Cup ni nyina bomwa. A bit my the worst of the World Cup, it be on no Rooney so. I'm using a bit to me because because I'm speaking for myself. Then I'm saying a bit to me attend any World Cup beyond. So after the pitch and also 90 minutes now, you are born in South Africa. Na standard no was so. And you put born on Kwane ma World Cup and you World Cup. Traveling arrangement, the difficulties and Nippon Commons and the ultimate South Africa across the account. And was say one of the worst World Cup or say pitch and attendance and so too no you scrutinize this 2 points now to me you say 2010 World Cup is the worst because pitch is crano. We saw 2010 pitches now South Africa the quality was so high unless you will enough grounds to dispute say obwase sa pitch na no ka no ni World Cup na say because the standards are you World Cup no I'm not sure say the World Cup na ampa you who be any of the World Cups so be kwa could draw so kobo ball na pitch no and to that level of World Cup. Number 2, even minor tournament ni bi kura no youth tournament to say under 20 ne the under 23 na you Olympics no. There are some continents for games you see packed stadiums. Ube hunu but se bedru ha because na me use say phrase na o correct me no. And they say so wo bo game to say be Mexico. And yem fan say be Panama. E was South African soil so already be a traveling arrangement no discourage Mexico ne Panama from coming. And South Africa no so ni interest so ko tena sa match na say akwa. Do you see some of those empty stands no ewo games na say eni nyina na kafua eye World Cup no enti se e call World Cup 2014 ewo Brazil ni ehu standard of player even say 2010 de no bro so a ye beteke sa box number 2010 ye beba pitch obon say 2014 beteke eja 2010 ye beba the other one which was attendance 2014 beteke to beteke boxes ni be wie no it will only be natural for you to say so. And yet the worst of it, the 2010. Not to say it was in the eyes of and also be interesting. It was a bad tournament. But Kofi come on a today and Kofi says no, baby Man City Jinano. Any baby Barcelona Jinano. 2 teams the moody hen be written up. I'm sure say currently Ohe City performance or than a dinner Basa. With my pejaba say Jina ye kakra. Edi achire kakrebi. Okay, all the infants say omoya pa. But one birth, Kofi say Arsenal kunya seat Basa ebe for dodo. But sit in Arsenal match Sunday here by. On person what is Sunday heading.
But me amend statement no. The statement was amended. The statement
Una to tuna. E kodru e sitini Arsenal ne de ase eno de ehu but say Barca or form change Man City.
Sir.
But if you want us to believe say
because Barcelona La Liga top.
Oh, in your order top ne keke mintia. City is in their all-time worst under Pep Guardiola. I believe so. Me imagine they are all-time worst. To the extent that Pep Guardiola team anka say bobo strikers into me go. Now no Haaland go your say is about the first go in so many games awabo. The style of player or boy or no team bobo without a number 9. Sorry, a proper number 9. But you do be a number 9 or so more. No she goes week in week out. And it will be cheap Pep Guardiola. Abalo and a chain no. But say City are handicap in how to attack the game against Madrid. It is clearly 2 teams in the shape no gap womb
Ziguardiola de Zobia Senibi.
Yes.
Caricaseno, Abelu Aseno, Rosinia Cratino.
Naza you crash and Bodo Grim is born for 1 big crowd Champions League. So
I can't Rosinia.
Platforms Nasa which is Nukute Kutano.
But
United, Real Madrid.
Oh man.
Chelsea case Chelsea case now come and tackle it tomorrow.
All right.
But Uja Kofia.
Tomorrow, yes. And
go yes, and go sorry. Ujana Kobakwa basic point na Ubusan of Bese or science circumvent. It is that Chelsea in the last few transfer windows, they are almost all right. They have not gone to the market to get right players. To get Josh Achampong, sorry, one quite except from the academy, but to get Obi to say how to the more Kofana
by Tony Free was Ajax.
To
get new signings near Dilap, Joao Pedro, Jamie Gittins, Alejandro Garnacho. And
extended to the last
Estevao,
the last 2 seasons.
Estevao ni Andrew Santos.
There are some players. If you went to the market right, 3 players be. I say so more bench and so back on a ball, and no more team no back on a ball 2 to bench. I say the same level performance no the man. And 2 of them could have gotten you a good player. Maybe on a more week in week out to give you quality results I would deserve. But said the make and I'll tackle it on a later date. But our boy Ryan Arsenal season will go down to him as Obi on ST affairs in the Arsenal Ejina baby ye omo akona nyina we forget about Gabriel Babishe go no or boy chiro kama any the shape na ebia currently can Declan Rice in the last 2 seasons and at this season kwana from games no more bon or top level performance, but the same performance now rise the amount. Because he's a quality player. Enra in the Champions League, Osei ya near her game now, near person game no, and a very fine ending, especially Arsenal fans, from a very nervy ending to the tournament. I think 84 for 86 minutes. Oye save beyond. Sebo no tournament me 2-1. Me sure say be game no with some kind of nervy moments. Game na Leverkusen ball. How they kept Arsenal out. Go half million near bona keeper yi near akobo win on making sure some Arsenal and take lead na eventually the lead came through a very sumptuous finish. And Sago no so kwa as a me disappointed in him pa. The quality of the goal in celebration or the mine no me dwana pa.
That's the one celebrating goals.
Quality goal say at Champions League at that level. The celebration on am disappointed in him. But that quality saved me from the goalkeeper to keep the game at 2-0 through to the final whistle. No? Champions League game na no boy no. Omo for credit in David Raya.
All right.
Because born tornado to me 2-1 with 6 minutes of play plus time added on. I'm not sure that Arsenal fan be comfortable for 7 minutes na near at the account. He has kept saving them throughout the season. Everton game no say. He kept keeping Arsenal in the game. He said Arsenal go no in the 88 minutes. Almost I could share deep into extra time and near 2-0 no. And conversation now near Yohana. Maybe a chance to vote for best player of the season, Premiership best player of the season, and I say player of the season. I will vote for him. He's been solid in the post for Arsenal.
All right. Sini amenya tani mra na yemetwa so.
Ensana nubina shano manabo. Ensa ben no.
Amuzu bitters.
What's it?
Amuzu bitters.
Amuzu bitters.
Koye. Mema ahwefo ne etiefo nyina kwa baba Amuzu Beverages Enterprise. Na yedinse bia ba fe no Amuzu bitters. Amuzu bitters aka Atopa 5000 bitters. We are san edi nubna krojen how bie ni echiri yedi ahye na etiefu a omoteba me hodie duduo na beji Amuzu co herbs ekoshe omade no made ibisu beji Amuzu manpower herbs na ma konoa anaso na akoshe omunsa enne bakasa inuro mienu nyina bom atuni din Amuzu bitters de koko hano so otwa na ekwa ani de ose ni be masem ahodin wo fom. Say ultra 2 thoughts 3 tot na ahoɔden no epagya no ɛnam damrama ɛne ododua a yɛde aka amuzu bitters winti ɔbaa bi a ɔse oni atenka bɛrima bi a ɔse oni akɔnɔ ne yere onya twa bi a sɛ atenka anaasɛ akɔnɔ no ɛbɛɛni ɛnam sɛ de pɛprɛ ɛne hwintia ɛde afrɛ nti abrɛ nsa no ne pampana no ase ma wotwa bi a ɛnyi w'anum nti sɛ wokɔ dwabɔ bi ase na wopɛ sɛ oni so ɛbɔ ne so kakra twa amuzu bitters why ɛbɔ ani so ba nyi w'anum amuzu bitters tɔɔto baako atopa bebree amuzu bitters obi a otie mi a ɔsi doctor adeɛ kyɛ sɛ mekumeko dua so a biyɛ mutim anaasɛ constipation ɛwɔ me so wonya amuzu bitters twa woyɛ bɛsane kama obi te bu akɔhoma nanso yɛ 7 favorite food a na ne kɔndɔ ne num atro otimi nidi wonya amuzu bitters twa akɔtwetwa appetite na aba medre na wutimi ni no obedi akaboni kama amuzu bitters ɛyɛ nsa ehwam yie pa ɛnam sɛ nnua na yɛde afrɛ ma hoɔden nti onomu a tipa bia ni akyire sɛ metwa amuzu bitters ɛkyɛ manya hangover bibia sɛ ni hɔ sɛ manom amuzu bitters ma ade akyi hunam yɛ me ya daabi nnua na yɛde ahyɛ nsa ne nnua ɛma nipa hoɔdene ma insechi how setipaye uhubi insabrechi how se mimwai ha menya hangover no mi hubi we ya insa miya mika kudro so a minu kudro so a minu mu how biye ni achiri die otie mi a onu bitters biye mu a no dan on say na twa amuzu bitters na yede beba oba bi otie mi a owo menstrual pains obuni se obre pa no onom amuzu bitters mesebo so meso a bɛkɔ fikyire kama insan ya meka ho asɛm ehu nya dene ne boɔ so nya dene sɛ dodoɔ pa na ɔpɛ to di a no aba santase apampatia na wafrɛ na ma 0247 77 6743 0247 77 6743 amuzu bitters ekoyie
Otec 102.9 FM.
Apomode mapadie eno ane hepa plus mixture. Apomode mapadie eno ane hepa plus mixture.
Hey, unia, Pavi, and Plaxmox mixture no. Malaria dronana. Ane, say nam sa. Ubeje di sa menim wife nyina ye tested positive. Ya num bie no. Say a ku malaria money nyina. Am ye nyina ye negative. Ade ho. Won ma wo ye hepa plus mixture no. And wodi we nsu aba. Sentia. E wo sa wo immune system. E strong de bia. Enti Pavi
e support immune system no.
Na Plaxmox no so e tu malaria no gu. Malaria symptoms. E te say etipaye, afiafie, wonum ato, ahomre no msa. Achakura 4 days. Na Pavi ene Plaxmox mixture. Wanom no e tu malaria na se kura. Anya sa ade akohu doctor. Fra 0542 778572 and 0542 807907. Magie Drone Pa Pavi Plasmox and Hepa Plus Nina. A pin for about or more manufo and Quada when you feel do you come. Our pharmacist in her bar shop.
FDA Aje Jodin Kratuyatu.
Hey, Opani, Mashusha watch. Sir, perfect series books here. Oh, my Mikoto be mamma mano. Oh, Jajai. Abua wamo say what to make in kind kama. What cabrofo. Wow. Nankunta walk ready. A Jajai.
Wonderful. Miss Ghana for GIG perfect series. At 2 mono dear. Jai. No dear nim D4 and a chair woman pia. Our crutch. Nursery. Any KG. Books PAB. And our science. Creative arts. Maths. RME. History. Coloring. Computing. OWAP. Nina. A free basic 1. Equasi basic 6. English. A free basic 1. Equasi junior high school. Ne bane combine so. O nina bi. English nom and maths nom. Me say. Books to be anywhere. Perfect series. Any B. Na GS. Any NACA. And so I'm approver. Into a batter pian koto be maneba.
Hey, and that's a way dear. So could be crab to me. I could chew. Akoton. How many students?
Na and no crowd dear. What tape one say she almost has a mock exams, terminal exams, and a midterm exams at the master school. A here one more at to phone call put to a station and crying down so mine. First stop, and your mama by beer, your tonto books beer for 0243 299938 and a 0540 755 465. Perfect series.
Your worst future is secured.
Kitima Heba Center. Yana Yakofa Pada one was will be about Esayalewa, Bibiti say, Clamedia, syphilis, Oba, I won't have baby as the pacho, and I see Sebia Bonka, there may be also a the pacho, or no, you won't baby as on the Bema too heavy, will be so hard a low spend count, will be on the Beman's where a Bukra Kojoto, or Henia, stroke, hepatitis B, cancer, stomach, oxa, will be a kidney, will be the Nakuma, the pacho, will be so on the Chilica say, ya, will be a hormone power, I let it say Fabro, a sin of quite, Yarabia, me say, one tea, Samabo Dimbiano, the pacho, Nina, Kitima Heba Center, or by Bitima Sama, Kitima Heba Center, Ya Juma, Ada, Eduarda, Akopem Memen, so if you now, Obehuye, Accra, and I say Kumasi, Abuakwa Sepas. Offer number 0246 91 47 17. Accra number 0541 23 89 42.
Akuma Bitters. Watch Makoma. Akuma Bitters. Nie.
Driver need it. So what is sequence wa? Bibia betumi asi. Enu nti na wasa wo motor insurance a. Aye ntem. Ema wo hoto so. Na enya wo mo wani tutu nka wo nsam ahohiahia mu. Say comprehensive motor insurance, third party fire and theft, and a third party nkoa. Provident insurance ni wani daso. Every January kosi March. Sa wo insurance wo ye ho. Ana o renew a. Ye chawfu coupons. Ana branded souvenirs kama. Enhihye kakra wo. Ko Provident insurance branch bia. Ana ye agency outlets. Obetumi so ko license broker Biaho, open Chimobia, fresh 050-937-4928, and I call ProvidentGH.com. Kaisa Young Cronk be here on Ghana card, and a Jumako be here on 10 number. Send it nice in just with
Provident, man, you're covered.
Yadiaba Braki 1984 Enterprise at Akuma Bites ne Akuma Atabi Ginger Lekono Abedjaso. Akuma Bites no yade 20 ni Shentia Pepre Nubna any Nutahini Ahuduo ena Ayo. Enua ena Mrantie Mabawa any Nipabinum at the Bowanum Anakrewa. One Swa Emwanumu Etoso. Na Enam or Dumankumanuama or the Ayoninti. A sign one for Swabebre. Afei Yasai war Akuma Atabi Ginger Leko. Ano de kewo jejejejejejejejan eye power enam atadwe ene akeka dro ninti se wotwa bia e ma wogina wona so peme di wakongosam ememam enti wedie nunum bi bubo bi na wo ho ensepew bitasi ubenya bi wo Ghana fana ba bia telephone 0249 671 984 akuma bites ni akuma atadwe ginjaleko ekoyo na edadin so
All right, Yabayan to us, wala. Aqua Babium.
Oh, I also.
Nice one. You didn't come where? Akuma Bites, and one of Kanu.
Fantastic.
Oh,
I call your Aja. And you can BBI.
Anyway, in Yakuma Bites won't come away.
Yes, or of what you mean kind of Yamwa Jubium, dear TNS, Blackie 1984 Enterprise, and an enumry. Yenu dim komo samri dear TNS. Yeni amapaye dear ba a jamaso, and I abo modena fe yedi hun komo edia chel dear Tiano, and say yede Akuma Bites, and Akuma atadwe gingerly kono, ede aba jamaso. Mr. When enumry said ye da ye kano, yeni jia, yenum sakakra. Yawre hoa yanom kakra na o pedia obenuma a chirensem enkonkoye bibiri emfamawa de tie ne se akoma bites ene akoma atadwe ginjaleko na mekamfo de amam efiri chine ko holiday no emuwa ekwa edwoada yensan kwa adwuma ebenada na yebekwa adwuma ekoba ne se ya yemomodin na afi no yenso yenonom kakra na obenum nsa na afi yebetie ne se wankasa na beduru brada ubesan etimi asore no akọ onyuma so wo abra hodin ni nyina wo ho a eye akoma bites ene akoma atadwe ginjaleko ene na anwumire na mekamfo ede ama odofo a wotimi nka akoma bites no dane meka mese yede suru wisa efom wisa pepre hwentia ena afi de tie ne se akomowre mahogany dua no ene krama kwoti dua no ene yede aye enti amodin wom a wonom a etimi bua siesie ni pedua no eti wanum ma wutimi didi we nyensa obenum na ekwa akwaji wanum we enyensa onum a ebetwa ofoto we enya ensa onum a osken no ebeye basabasa eyensa FDA ahwehwem agye atum sɛ ɛyɛ nsa papa ɛnsa na dɔɔso ɛwɔ adwama so na mmom no Blackie 1984 Enterprise yɛde mmerɛ ɛne yɛagye mmerɛ ɛne yɛde ayɛ nsa wɔ mmienu ɛde aba adwama so deɛ tie ne sɛ akoma atawi gingerly kɔ no sɛ wotemi nka ɛna anwummere na wo deɛ na nkasa na akɔ stomach upset wo hɔ no mu a woyɛfunu mu bubom na afei woyɛfunu no ɛworo so saa mesrɛ wo bɔmɔden ne pɛ atadwe gingerly kɔ no ɛno ɛyɛ akoma atawi gingerly kɔ no bi nunum bi ɔnonum ɛbɛboa na afei woyɛfunu no adadin sɛ ɛyɛ gas na agyina mu sɛ ebia adeɛ ɛfɛ ne indigestion wadidi ntimi nyam ya akoma atadwe gingerly kɔ no ɛkɔ nipadua no mu a etimi bɔmɔden samforo woyam ɛma bibia timi kɔ so wɔ abrɛ no ɛbɛma digestion yɛ ka aduane na wadi no ɛbɛtimi ayam yie na afei no adeɛ kyea me se wo nso wobɛhu sɛ yes waba wo ho wɔ abrɛ a wo nso no wokɔ kyea nananom enti mesrɛ wo akoma atadwe gingerly kɔ no wonom no ɛbɛsan yɛ nipadua no maduru ɛne ne nua akoma bi tɛse no deɛ ɛteɛ ne sɛ atadwe no ɛwɔ mu no nti no bɛrima sɛ wo ho nsuo ɛwɔ fam a wononom bi a ɛbɛboa wo paa ama ahoɔden ankasa no ɛno nso atumi aba saa nso ɛne mmaa no ɛboa no afei asiesie mu ankasa ama ma baasima no atumi asipi ɔba a wobu nsa a wote pains mesrɛ wo tae nonom akoma atadwe gingerly kɔ no bi ɛbɛboa no afei ovaries no atumi afa nhyen yie na afei mogya no nso no atumi aba ama wo nso wonya pains biaa ɛkɔba ne sɛ yɛbɛtumi ama wadidi wɔ aberɛ a wobu nsa no enti womu nsa no nwie no obon sɛ nipadua no nkasa yɛ fɛ na afei obia nso hu a wahwe obɛka sɛ bi a watu kwan akɔ baabi ɛno aba ne nyinaa ɛyɛ akoma atadwe gingerly kɔ ɛne ne nua akoma bi tɛse no ɛna mekamfo ɛde ama mo a mɔkɔ akɔyɛ adwuma ama mɔkyi nkasa ne mu sisi ne mu yɛ mo ya no akoma atadwe gingerly kɔ no akekaduro ɛne deɛ teɛ ne sɛ atadwe no ɛwɔ mu no ɛbɛboa ama joint pains ɛfiri hɔ ama deɛ teɛ ne sɛ wɔkyi nkasa yɛ wo no ɛfiri hɔ at the same time atadwe no ɛwɔ mu no bɛrima ɛbɛtumi ama wadi mɛnsɛm mɛsɛ bɛrima deɛ ɛnyɛ bɛrima ne bɛrima ne deɛ osi a ɔno ankasa wo so ne ho ɛno ne yɛfɛ no opusu nyaka enti ɛna anwummere no wadaworoma nonom akoma bitters ɛne akoma atadwe gingerly kɔ no bi na bibia nso ntimi nkɔ yi before sɛ mɛtoa so no mesrɛ wo bɔmmɔden ne bɔwura m baabi a tonton sɛ biaa wobɛtumi anya akoma bitters ɛne akoma atadwe gingerly kɔ no bi na wo nso watɔ ama bibia nso atumi akɔ yi wodeɛ no sɛ yɛkasa yi no wopɛ ne dodo ɛde agu drinking spot anaa pub restaurant bi ana baabi a nkurɔfoɔ ba wobɛdidi na mmom no wayɛ table a deɛ tie no sɛ obi a wɔba obi a ɛnso ɛbɛtumi anya ne kyɛfa wɔ mu no afei ɔno nso atumi ama n'anum atɔ so kakra ansa na wadidi a wadaroma bɔmmɔden ne fa Blackie 1984 Enterprise yɛ numbers no na ne yɛni nkɔmmɔ ɛsiane sɛ ɔfrɛ yɛ a baabi a wowɔ bia no yɛbɛtumi abɔmmɔden ne abrɛ obi wotɔn nsa wotu nsa tɔn na wo nso ɛna anwummere wotemi nka na woni akoma bi tɛse no bi a mesrɛ wo ɛno ɛne yɛ bitters of the moment akoma atadwe gingerly kɔ no ɛgyina so enti wo nso pɛ bi gu hɔ ɛsiane sɛ wobɛtɔn na wanya mfasoɔ pii ɛde afiri so frɛ mpanimfoɔ na anwummere yi a me ne wo kasa yi ɛwɔ numbers yi mmienu so ɛyɛ 0249 671 984 0249 671 984 anaasɛ 0245 105 476 0245 105 476 wei ɛyɛ numbers a Blackie 1984 yɛdidi dwuma ɛwɔ yasoɛ hɔ mo a moto nsa tɔn ɛne mo a moyɛ drinking spot ne pub ɛne baabi a tontɔn sɛ bia no mopɛ akoma bitters ɛne akoma atadwe gingerly kɔ no bi a momfrɛ yɛi yɛbɛbrɛ mu bu no afe no mo nso matumi atɔn ɛsiane sɛ motɔn no yɛtɔ enti no wobɛnya mfasoa wodoɔ ɛde afirim ɔdɔfo a woteme nka sɛdeɛ mekaeɛ no deɛ teɛ ne sɛ weekends ne wa na weekends ne wa sei na yɛkɔ akɔdi ne yɛdili yɛ a wadaroma ɛsɛ wodidi ye na afei wonom ne yie sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɛnuru sɛ holidays ni ntwam na yɛnsa nkɔ nnwuma so no na yɛwɔ ahoɔden ɛnuru saa mmerɛ no na woyɛ fit a wode kɔ adwuma ɛsiane sɛ nipa mɛsɛ w'animonyam ɛne wo bibia a wowɔ bia a ɛkyɛn sika ɛyɛ apɔmuden sɛ wowɔ sika dan ma na wapɔmuden si so sika no wobetumi apagya de akwa akosi baabi na mmom entimi nye wo nkwa a ɛyɛ waste entimi srɛ wa sɛ wotimi nkan na anwummere na opensa a ɛbɛsiesie nipadua no ɛnyɛ ɛnsa a ɛbɛtoro ɛnyɛ ɛnsa a ɛbɛma wankasa no w'anim ayɛ style bi wo skin no ɛbɛyɛ basabasa ɛyɛ akoma bitters ɛne akoma atadwe gingerlico ɔn sɛ pɛprɛ ne hwentia ɛwɔ deɛ tie ne sɛ akoma bitters no mu enti pɛprɛ ne hwentia ɛwɔ akoma bitters no mu no ɛbɔ mɔden ɛma enipadua no nya ahoɔden yie wa wo yɛfunu ayɛ kutu ɛbɛbɔ mɔden na afi no amana twe kama sanso ɛna deɛ tie ne sɛ onso wɔ hɔ asɛ wanya bibi te sɛ malaria bi wo honam yɛ obasabasa nom akoma bitters ne bi pɛprɛ hwentia akekaduro mahogany no a ɛno ɛwɔ akoma bitters no mu no ɛboa siesie nipadua no ɛma bibia nso etimi ekoye kama ntia na anwumere no wo de ane sɛ wobɛtwa akoma bitters ne bi bɔmɔden na twa 2 tot na fa ne nua akoma atadwe ginger no ɛyɛ 2 tot nso fa so maye ɛyɛ sɛ ɛbɛboa ama kyese bibia nso no ɛno nso etimi akoye kama Blackie 1984 Enterprise ɛna de akoma bitters no ɛne akoma atadwe gingerlico no ɛde aba adwama so me ne wo kasa no sanfa number ne biem ebia wo pebi no aton na wo nso wo de ama wadofo a ɛyɛ 0249 671 984 0249 671 984 and I say 0245 105 476 0245 105 476 akoma bitters ene akoma atawe gingerlico osi die twie nie twabi ucha edaboko
line ho uyu line lelo mana wanzeru line ho
ho uyu line lelo mana wanzeru ukacha mama wa amatengazaje kusesa bakomo pamaiwaje
ukacha mama
early morning
amatengazaje
kusesa bakomo pamaiwaje
magoro ali amuya mikira
akutiri nelero mwana wanzeru
magoro ali amuya mikira
akutiri nelero mwana wanzeru
and something on Amuzu bitters. What's it? Amuzu bitters. Amuzu bitters.
Mwana wanzeru.
Kanu sɛ nyame admɔkyena Premier League akansi mienu ba so Ghana ha yɛde ho nkɔmɔ ɛba but yɛka sɛ free glaucoma screening no ɛba so ɛwɔ by Grace Hospital nyame admɔkyena timunti na mo nhyɛ ne nso sɛ by Grace for to nsa frɛ the general public obi bia ɔteme nka nwumere sɛ ɔkyena anɔpa no wɔtwe kɛn na ɔmo hyɛ aseɛ kɔpem nwumere no nan brana ɔmo screening wani ɛma o free omo ye wi a ene o se emfanto anim se aduro wa akire bia no eno de wa na wo beto nemum screening ni de eye free enti ochina mane nye wahia asem se by Grace Hospital wono mu adwuma mu ho a Brema UGC wo bekọ na afi wo so ateki sa advantage na bibia e kama wo hia nkyeremu bia wo fra ma menes beje so 0244 9768 05 0244 976805 na bibia ayekama na yetwa so na afei yahwɛ aka mo so sɛ extreme coatings extreme coatings sorry what was extreme coatings
okay nti me mfa mo call extreme coatings yes extreme coatings there unim say a paint papa fie eno no de bia me catch you say men to sika enkoto fake paint and I say a cake paint bia abasa wanhwe a wo fie no wo di paint a nsuo to and I say we abo abon se painting na say na extreme coatings there omo paint ne every techie unim say we asima nyina no upe bebi a original paint every pa eye techie nti ho na extreme coatings omo painting omo di free afi wo tonso a eye papa nti wo di paint wo fi a wotum say eche say quality enu echi omo paint in different design any different color said ye wo di painti wo fie no ho anasa wo di painti inside your friend interior any exterior no nyina extreme coatings ebema papa pam omo paint bit say Stonex Prestige Graffiato Pearl and I feel white and off-white paint nyina extreme coatings ubenye biato o hwehwe ma ubehu omo ewo Atinga Junction opposite La Petite Chemist udru Atinga Junction a omo ne La Petite Chemist ene din hwenim omo se enkanche so omo special packages edema omo to paint ewo omo oto a omo special package edema enti frɛ extreme coatings for ewo 0200 922202 0200 922202 Provident Insurance Company Limited semen kanche say ope insurance dia omaso ye eho ena ewo se oba na obeye insurance kroma de insurance companies no mo doso nemom Provident ena medi ho adanse edema esan se ode ho ekobo Provident na se bibia etoa de wo se omode maw no omode ebe maw enya afi ena ombeye kobra na afi ba konfie mienu na de wo se ye de maw no yemfa amount Provident Insurance Company Limited no any insurance company a Ghana ha amanfo agye atunti kan ho ekoho ekoye insurance ubetimi akoye comprehensive sanso ena omoye third party fire and theft ena third party only motor insurance nyina okwa ombe ya ma kama na unim se promo no egusu a ekoso start January na bosumi mu March ena beba wiye enti kan ho eko Provident oye insurance no na omo chew nioma otie yi a obenya fuel coupon no akwakobu fuel free sanso ena t-shirt niki holders ne branded souvenirs bebre ena Provident for edi ebema shenu so say terms and conditions applied na omo branches no doso swame ubehu omo ben decoration o sanso ena airport nso no ubehu Provident for ewo opposite DVLE Inshayen so omo opposite car bank obuase for Monko Stadium Road mubehu Provident for Patasin so obehu omo Brotherman Sport DVLE Kumasin so ubehu omo sanso ena Nkoko station ho ubehu Provident for ena cooperative Asante Mampong ehonso ubehu Provident Insurance Company Limited from 0200 234806 0200 234806 and I say 0501 409087 0501 409087 and I say 0547 425971 0547 425971 so oko Provident akwakoye insurance ampacho de here say ode Ghana card ebeko say eba no corporate clients nso a momfa motin number emfanko na omunye ne kama with Provident man you are covered the fearsome trade eye enumiensa eni aka buma eye adwuma kama yare bi etise stroke ena aka wa to ho ana say why week utimi say one pay dro bi anoma one hwa stroke ebe ka wa to ho a koje the fearsome trade more diabetes hamo hypertension why kese o kese ne srade nko a unya the fearsome 3 enoma e best slemu body no ama o body na ye kama mo malaria typhoid hamo no mo de the fearsome 3 se obi wo ha onye edwumaden nanso kakra bia na no honam nyina ne ya obi nso wo ho a one ne dofo hia na so mu di agora onte de friend low libido no onum the fearsome 3 a obenya atenka papa emema na mo emre ewo mpam no mo de no the fearsome 3 de onum a two infections ase ema onkwamo no dinti basa enya de ayare ebetimi akanwa ato ho nti koje Hepaplus Pavi and Afi Plasmos. Ye kase the fearsome 3 a no age so power to the people. Fred Doctor, I was 0542 778572 0542 778572 and I say 0542 807907 0542 807907 Abapa shopping mall SMN Kancho ebia yewie eye Ramadan yi a ye di sallai uhia nyoma bi etese phone laptop ena ope fan e di CC odem ope TV ope air condition sanso ena ope kitchenwares nyoma obeto e di CC o kitchen na ama oduane yem ayefo aye kama e di ama no for woni eche Abapa shopping mall open tade na ato say ye enkola emmema emman nyoma anase open furniture say ye enkonya empa any wardrobe a be sisi odema ko Abapa shopping mall Abapa portable washing machine no ne bono eda form ukura 399 Ghana cedis a onsabe ka baako onyoma ye fia ebesi onyoma ne kama edi amaw Abapa shopping mall de omusi en kanche so onyoma no obetimi aba ho uhu ade a opebia se wo ska obetimi etuane peking kran na wagye akọ anase empuno ade kro na ope no se usika no nso a obetimi etuane kakra utu awia omo ye free delivery bebi a wo bia no omo besoa ede abrew omo sa ye 24-hour delivery enti oto omo nioma a omo ankasa ede bebrew o hwe Abapa shopping mo a obehu omo ewo tafo 3 miles sakasaka park wa abronsana isi ni mono otu ani a obehu Abapa shopping mall from ewo 0593 386133 0593 386133 and that's 0593 391848 0593 391848 obeye program ehia live band dia eye Hepaplus live band for and I make come for Ediamo say a year wedding crusade birthday party sanso and a program bia say ye schools sorry any institutions and a muye program muya live band dia chroma de a Hepaplus live band for and a man for Joma to my mobile programmer obehu difference ultimi say nyom no de ope bia on bebona kama at the amount free Hepaplus live band for I was 0593 386133 0593 386133.
All right, senior. China, 2 big games. Hearts of Oak, away, Bandu, one Heart of Lions. We name why we decided some about game on Friday, dear, but China Robert Muse in a bit this match, 11 wonders, Sone Samatex, and also Ewo Suedru, referee Reginald Collins Amoa, and a better center man. But in the reaction, pretty much. Interviews our coaches now ahead of these 2 games I best watch now. Young coach Anidin Ede Masoud Didi Dramani our ball as guests to Bando Heart of Lions.
Heart of Lions are one of the toughest opponents in the league. They are very compact and they are very aggressive. They are a ball playing side, and so we need to really be strong in our second actions. We need to be very, very decisive in terms of closing up central spaces, and we need to be very, very intense in terms of our pressing situations, and then we need to be very quick in getting out into spaces that we find. And I think that we acknowledge their strengths, but we are going to play to try as much as possible to come back with a very important result.
And some pain on Amuzu bitters. What's it? Amuzu bitters.
All right, Didi Dramani in your 10 in Kanu. Now, or call up against Bashir Hayford.
It's a very big game. Playing House of Hope is a big game because it's one of the big clubs in Ghana and they have a very wild followers. So coming to Kanu to play us, I think we also have to make sure we prepare very well as we have been doing. We have prepared very well. We have put everything behind us and we are concentrating on this big game. And so we are much ready for the big game come Friday.
All right, so I don't know. Time no call. Prince Owusu, Prince Owusu. Nabi Aduma Sunday Kotokoni Nations Nebo.
Preparation has been very, very high since last week. We played a friendly match and then we came back, started training on yesterday, Tuesday, and we've done a lot that we are trying to prepare the boys that we need to win and win badly. So with the boys, their mentality and everything have shifted. I've seen that they are all even together, talking to each other. How can we do it? You know, some of them are even approaching me, telling me this game is a win game. So it looks very good.
All right. I say, supporters won't come to me, or better Sanumani, or better turn things around.
I don't blame them for giving up and everything, but that I still want to tell them that there's hope, and then we are ready to change things around. Where we are in the league, that's not where we're going to end up being. We're going to be coming up, and so they should be with us till we get up there, so we'll all be happy together.
And some pain no. Amuzu bitters. What's it? Amuzu bitters. Amuzu bitters.
Right. Senior, a China match, no. And now maybe the reason why this big game say Bishop Friday, but whatever be the case, China basketball Kanu, Lions host to Hearts of Oak, Bashir Hayford versus Openiani Dean Eddie Dramani. Yeah. Muma yen share no na. Yenya na yen wrap up no na yen kwa baby. There is a point there na. All right, Disinia.
Say the end Morocco the end
Anaba so obesa oka because they can
amaka.
Ya kan wa bi.
And amaka kan. Kufia kan bi.
Kufia kan.
Oh, nanka me pe Kufia.
And no take
Kufia can
the chunk of your discussions.
Okay. Ti Kufi kama mo. Senegal for.
Oh, what I say they should use the appropriate channels to appeal decision. No. Na
each side be
instead of some de nam essence or mudi who car for near there. So I'm the trophy ni call military base and almost sound they call auditorium be an pardon be or the quattro near the office and no necessary. Omun use channels no na omun fan fight your case. But Nina Muno so condemn decision it as a near TA opinion. Raymond Hack.
Oh, you soon brow, or you soon ran the condemn Janambras. Carfor Namra articles.
Okay. There's one man or sheka for Kanu. One man I say, see no. Nyoma winning ACC and a man for G2 say a on only influence. Why ye very, very powerful. And no kahun and ama there are certain decisions are Kanu unhuni say as a of late. Nyoma bi koso kafa ama Morocco are very, very, very powerful. And that man is Morocco or more if I say FA president. I a friend of Fauzi Legja. Okay, so on Morocco Football Federation president. And now on the side the first vice president of CAF. So a man for GDA say sa papa we and ama se wo wa munsa sa ama Morocco are very powerful Africa as say ama for any abre especially with this decision you know there send a picture no for to so na ama for enhwe no ono and a person using the power and in the influence as say wama Morocco Kanu oni omo ye yi na odi agora o ye referee kra na uko di Morocco match na o ye mistake bi kra Kanu wan hwa ye be fa so e de apamo o ye very, very powerful e wo hopa so nti amanfo ebuofu pa especially
currently hold position be or calf
so on say calf or first vice. Yes. So just last year yana obey your friend say calf or first vice on because he has been the Football Federation for president for Morocco since 2014. But being the first vice president of CAF, no, and not just last year, me fancy two abano. And now
the CAF nankasa akudi
Morocco for
yeah. So because Nanzania yeah sister CAF was some verdicts neje CAF no more muna. I feel almost man AFCON my ready or making attention to man AFCON no be boost to the camera. Look at all this. Anyway, CAF also Ashemra says is it FIFA rather say is a man national teams ni nyina no. It was either head coach and our assistant Ayoba. Yeah, assistant coach why? Because head coach dem say Kim Last
head coach.
Assistant. Okay, mami monche internet in this way.
Sir, when you say Senegal for I ready says Candy. This decision on money CAF for be go down to the extent that I ready say omo ebe withdraw omo membership from CAF. Say they won't be the first country on besa. Say be a war continent beam. But now we join another federation. Senegal for now I already say if possibly crack Kanu.
No no.
Oh, send there baby. Even say Kromo national team players say be na free Europe.
And confederation be no meko.
Oh, any difficult for national team, but very difficult for clubs. This any abanye na dwene say clubs no to play in continental games and say inter-club games no on abefa ho ka because some of the money chire Asia and even the Latin America national team do obekwa akobo but club be qualify inter-club competition as okobo a ontimi mo CAF this okoho ekobo nti en na be problem but national team ne dey mention sure say nke problem kra de mom omo ho akono a lot of continent beji omo ahye mu amomabo
okay
but ade na ka fa no
why na beji Senegal because UEFA for the enye po omo mfio
na UEFA kwa de omo mfio nti be Asia
so meet me ako Asia
or South America
Asia for the beji omo
South America there I don't know
beji omo South Africa for South America
because of our interest in TB, kono ye bia de ha obi but other countries now I also move to sa quarantine me bobo Senegal because only omo na the same confederation omo na be to abanati no do ko Asia sisi ya Korea and World Cup qualifiers we need to group also free Korea about Senegal ebe bobo Tajikistan money Turkmenistan one for ni na
o said they two
Turkey money Israel mono so omo Asia
omo Europe per landmarks no omo Europe but Russia in the last 3-4 years omo nka European Union like a European
so me under ban
from FIFA until omo nka omo so omo clubs no kra no na
omo clubs go omo Europe
omo were banned from playing in Europe.
Russia okay
so mankasa Russia ankasa European Union nka ho European Union ankasa no nka ho but obo UEFA competitions and they say ban down so UEFA to your hands win see akan World Cup qualifiers in
and me happy with
how Blackpins they know Charles Sampson and Anita Wiredu omo assistant coaches
okay and automatically Anita na beton na so
so some fire chance something
because assistant number 2 is automatically why number 1
and me happy with how Guinea for so the conversation Guinea for so said that 1976 AFCON na Morocco J AFCON for the first time no almost if this rule ya na say this sanction age na
yankwaje ba kono mo
omo so yenje ba kono mo because omo de kra de
Morocco for na ama
omo free
pitch no so omo ama
so omo free stadium ho ɛna later ne ɛfrɛ ɔmo back sɛ Scandi wote ase ɔmo crowd ɔmo free stadium hɔ ɛna ɛfrɛ ɔmo back ɛma ɔmo bɛbɔɔɛ ɛna ɔmo gyeɛ nti if sɛ CAF ɛtumi ɛyusu saa memfa sɛ mmara wei a ɔmo nso kyɛ sɛ that 1976 AFCON yɛngye mmɔ but the question will be bɛbusa no sɛ saa mmerɛ no na mmara ɛwɔ hɔ anaa saa mmara no wɔ hɔ saa mmara no nni hɔ but even saa mmara wei na Scandi CAF ɛdidi Senegal no it is believed say ɔma kɔ beyond the authorities of referee ɛnim sɛ yɛbɔbɔ wie a resource no deɛ obiara ntumi nsesa resource no anaa meboa sɛ bi a yɛabɔ bɔɔl na team bi ahyɛ goal yɛabɔ awie obi awie ne 2-1 ɔsɛ ebi a na judicial body bi asesa the results of the game.
In worst case scenario the omtimi and say omtimi order replay the results on there
untimi nsesa
ka say ekɔ ha no wagye de abaha
said the maker no tell say and Kanu for me senior sad decision where I receive worldwide condemnation no me sure say CAF for no munim say yes omu take a decision na bibi say ena beba but they were ready so mo ebe bear the consequences and share the decision now. This is the say ruling now mujina so no say Senegal for Morocco di kan ye protest and a CAF discipline committee no etena so a omo dismiss okay but according to appeals board no omo decision no omo say discipline committee na ama Morocco for no a fair hearing. So what the decision no almost say one the appeal lodged by the Federation of Morocco is declared admissible in form. Not just appeal na Morocco no omo ajiatum. 2 the appeal is upheld. So into omo mo di yejuma. 3 the CAF disciplinary board decision in case DC 23316 is set aside into the earlier decision ruling na disciplinary committee no omo dey atun chain. The 4th one almost say the CAF appeal board finds that the appellant right to a fair hearing was not respected in the proceeding before the CAF disciplinary board. And at the last one, the CAF appeal board further finds that the conduct of the Senegal team falls within the scope of Article 82 and 84 of the regulation of the AFCON. Until this is the final decision. Buy. But senior nipa bebre na che omadwen e dey afa ho no. Me sure say ebia appeal board yin so no in concluding and I say in arriving to this decision no possible so omonso ama Senegal fair hearing be and there's a superior body be no so wotumi a me sure say obetimi ejina so e dey take a decision.
Okay.
And me sure say one with that quote by a former CAS CAS member. Yes, CAS member.
Okay.
Nanka me share quote no na so eventually on also believe we say this will be a good case for Senegal. As a Senegal make almost appeal through CASA likely say almost betimi iden enya justice e wo ho no.
You see can ade we nyina me kan yama two quick. Number 1, imagine Sisi Senegal 40 ase returning trophies, returning medals at the Brave Morocco age no ato aso akwa CAS no akodi bi mo CAS ne asa akodi trophy corona no ene medals na say free Morocco ne the Brave Senegal. What are we doing to ourselves? Me who ruling na no ade ba ko pene ba metrim awa ni madekro basakene is a sure stars case no and by me trim say calf in yai quoting articles no mon country say almost said no mon country Senegal say on my bobono said they buy cameras and him guasi and a bako but my dream de no nim so mbeje ade en de ti o mama omo de trophy na akoma Morocco and yes it will be difficult other than ruling eba no omo afa kan say ebi a referee no so ko omo punish no because the omo kan just say the referee also aired emra wo ho say nipa ni yese ya so ocho no what o report me de bre ni ejina so ti referee no to aso ma ye ball no waste ye nyina time ene ayi camera se gina so ni obi a time no ono omo kafo ending cause article na okutu no a wo chese enunti time Senegal akwae no the game was done nti enunti no wagina so oje trophy no e de ama Morocco eti reference no mo waste ye nyina time eto a game no so no omo so ye omo dan because emra kro na wo ho the same rule na wo gina so say na esenka referee no after whatever say 15 minutes or say omo walk off nyakwa no eso pon match no wa hwa me abo match ni nyina ana de na aka ni nyina it is a CAF eja article kotu no mo ka kire say for the benefit of viewers ne cameras ni ntino ma Senegal ba ke bo ni wi but o ma dwunim de no so beje trophy na Morocco no mo jai so mo waste nyina time in a conversation. And I agree with the name is the Jack on a former disciplinary committee chairman hack. Yes. The point no we making on in the face of the law, a lot of them are valid. Especially when he was talking about end any or no.
Usually, na that as our committee be announced and law background.
Yes.
But so but that calf
disciplinary committee there. As a lawyer, as a lawyer and son would draw them. And now on say you will end no any or any or end or and also another thing.
Yeah.
And no what I say he feels what they add because Emrana can say article 82. Was it 82 and 84?
82.
See Jama Emrenim for no because of more caucus. But I mean me say article go to Ninano and say the bibi na dia betare ade no ho no ensave no awa ase minye na kan no de tete na chire between baseke ne wa hwan no say referees no say omo life nti no mo ka chire teams ni mienu say ade che ebebo bo mo adwunim de no mo so omo ma enna na baseke nso nim say omma because born ye mo nti no mo ama eti we de CAF nkan chire say asem ni nyina ne say na nke be ye nim guase to the whole continent. Eti no mo said akoda da Senegal for some mo boni empon but o ma dwunim de no some the trophy be ma Morocco simple na ukokotu atike ball na ya bo awie referee begina so ya che penalty na to wa bo keeper ache no ya to aso abo ama obi awi ni trophy no CAF is telling us a referee na waste nyina time so ma ehwe sa moment na e boto aso no wa waste your time because decision na CAF take no from baby eje penalty no.
Is it not also probably because Morocco for no a protest? Morocco for no chaso or one Kazimbi ni echi.
And on American can me say the CAF ruling nature and say from the minute near the penalty no born the boy any and come home. Sana true. From minute near the penalty to a Morocco cars Senegal castle mobium. A drew baby moko dressing room. A free walk a year park in Subiano and cut the records of football now. A course of that day no. Call the back on the referee upon match, yeah, upon no Senegal na trophy no. The only means it mima Morocco J trophy and say from that moment no penalty could boss no and come be. Ye J penalty no so no no Obia na form. Senegal na form. And a Morocco na form. Penalty na nke share ya kedi Senegal ebe form. Till the game was at par, there was parity. And a CAF say from some moment no the boy be enka ho per the ruling no the abano interpretation no and also inference to the decision no the buy na ko yenya to aso pe Morocco amese penalty ye to aso a ye wie na Senegal je trophy no referee no hwese say wapon game no na Senegal je trophy no it is the only thing a bit mama Morocco every need to finance a free hawk in and carbon on him. So the referees wasted our time and me a ball. And that is the meaning of the ruling on Matam Diabre.
All right.
I did be the ma lawyer Musia. I mean, I should say lawyer. I don't want to be a mood as you do. Well, I'm not in left at 12 baby.
And Yemfa we Inja Calf Appeals Body, no. This famous quote by Justice Senyu Jamefe. Say too much of technical knowledge without technical wisdom spoil cases.
Sure.
We me who be name is supposed to be. We say football. Ni him say yataka say football. It is played within 90 minutes and additional time. Aname boa. You say car for me who say football is played within 90 minutes plus additional time plus 2 months. Nti boy we na say after 2 months cry no.
It made
any resource, no, but idea Kanu.
Shameful.
Precedence we there. Me sure say we live to see the finality of the case.
Quick prediction or China games, you know. Heart of Lions, Heart of Folk, and 11 Wonders Summertex.
11 Wonders at home.
No, 11 Wonders. Yes,
at
home to Summertex.
I won't go home, but I'm bonus Wedro.
And at Summertex, boy away. Yeah. Double chance Summertex. And the other game, no, Heart of Lions at home to Hearts of Folk, and also a draw. That game, possible draw.
Okay.
Summertex, share 11 wise, 1-0. 11 Wonders, 1-0. Hasene Heart of Lions 0-0.
Go mem.
0-0.
Hasn't to me say
David 0-0. 0-0.
What
a band in a draw. Say, oh, there be mean TBBR, but so as you say, has go your moon to me, she, and I want so I want to me, show more. So, Heart of Lions, in terms of or more form recently, no say or more form number form kakra. So, and as usual, Hearts of Folk with their very solid defense, ne goalkeeper Benjamin Asare, no, almost share adding. And a house and so go see share ayedin e dia mom. Tiena ma mejina so a ma predict 0-0 no.
Okay. All right.
Bit of news basisia concerning the sighting of the moon. Shawal moon from a credible and reliable source. Moon no.
Okay.
Unza asata enwumre nyina ni ehun ye. But you started with Saudi moon site no and neka ho ya 30 nti ya complete Ramadan no by now omo started with the Hilal committee no ye Ghana hadie no Kanu omo no my 29 enne nti say ye moon na it means omo ebe complete no china na ye 30 but enumere the story is that ye moon no.
Okay.
From a reliable and then a credible source. According to the source, the crescent of the shower has been sighted at Kumasi, Ashanti region, Ghana. And the moon sighted at Majima, Kumasi, and other places. According to Sheikh Yusufia. And the
Saudi for because they are sighting moon Kumasi, Ghana. And I said Ghana
is a Saudi, no, they are so powerful to the extent now. Mono, who say. Omona was a omuhu for others to follow. They make out here say, but yenso Ghana hano ye were the Hilal committee omuye in charge of searching for the moon. Into omuhua, it means yehu. And as I mentioned, say obihua, there are steps I de verify communicated to the Hilal committee. No, maybe I can ye wa hai uwehu, and I say me mehu. Me communicate ama me local imam say they make out here say the no so a communicate ama the Hilal committee no na ya no official.
Okay.
Ntisa enete.
But the message me tia say and say Saudi for ni ntum say hunu Kumasi.
No, say ye deal with the Hilal committee nti.
Okay. Until your country be hunu there.
Oh, country yes, can e bi kra as atenu na Niger omo report to so mo hu omo de
nka ye tia nka muhu ya nka meto aso ya
but ye
e one limit man 1 year
o de bi ya 30 we say ya 13 de ye say we ye is either 29 or 30
okay
nti umu ye 29 na or say mo search for the moon muhu a it means mo ye 29 mo nye biom but say ye hu moon na mo be complete na ye 30 nti ya ye ne menkan say Saudi for start ye no ya ye 30 ye wi
okay
ye nye biom but e bi nso aye 29 okay a ko mo twa say ye hu moon na omo be complete o china na ye 30
okay
they make a note
but there's a obi na obetimi obekọ beyond 30
no 30 one humu na they were complete then I was say mo breaki
the one humu no
okay and I make us a reporting team moon sighted at Majema Kumasi and other places according to Sheikh Yusufia that is the reporter menyano enyumre
say one day me nipa me nim no na be humu
no possible
these are the questions kakra
possible possible
and yeah fancy nyame yadom ochina holiday yamba kwesi ada no pa yes Eugene Maradona say birthday is 102 binti yemfa no sorry so enti before I be sorry no yanka mo say birthdays ni bi ewa ha na yen share with Abigail Ofori Bewa of Columbus, Ohio. Onya fiba kwa kanimfie ho ne papa ene Rocky Bewa o say ne PSC no ene na woda nto o wish no a happy birthday nti we ye ono ne nabusu nyina no mo say o mo wish Abigail Ofori Bewa of Columbus, Ohio. A very special happy birthday. And Abigail, what you and we straight from Kumasi, and I wish you happy birthday. And now the birthday of Nanaya, you be a Udidra, a Tafo, or a businesswoman, or Tafo. Na down for a friend Prisla, or Bantima DVLA, and Odiaba say, young wish Nanaya a happy birthday. Tinana. I'm sure him ze Prisla be bompire ma one tinimpa nyina zumrem. I'm sure happy birthday big girl. And then finally Eugene we Inspector Washington I also ton safri nyina say no any police Inspector Washington a police officer a police inspector and I will say ACP Mr. Thomas Oti Prempe on the regional director of PID e wa Shanti I say send him made that form ti omo ye nyame admon on the 28th to Inspector Washington make Inspector Washington during election 2024 ono na the then IGP Ura Dampare eyi ne say omebo on the squad emebo Otec FM ho ban in case ye election report no obi be din se hu bia no mo de mra edi no nti Inspector Washington say or invite nyina nti nyame adomo a emre no so a beba bejaw na bibia e kama oba penyin Sarah Abena Edutumwa aka Abena Adade na eda form nya 100 years wow ti emre no so a beba ti officer nyuma me chia oni mpenifo nyina police fo amokro mu nyina e chia mu nyina ya de nadwuma de ne besia nyame ya adomo a kwestia na no pa e be san ba na fidia Canada beto am so ejako e wa ha yes counselor